All right, guys. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? It is Monday, December 16th. Man, guys, I don't know what's wrong. I hurt my back last night. I've been walking around just hurt, man. My back hurts. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe that's it. That's plausible, I guess. Maybe I hurt it at the gym yesterday because I did go to the gym yesterday. And so maybe I pulled a muscle. Who knows, man? Back hurts. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been walking around my house all hunched over all morning, man. Alright, guys. So, what's up? Good morning. Let's see. What's up, Ofo? What's up, Steven? What's up, Silver? Sally? What's up, Mitch? What's up, Eddie? Emmanuel? Tyrell? What's up, brother? K. Gifford? What's up, man? Good morning, team. How's everybody doing today? Oh, man, I am hurt today, though. Like I said, I am injured. Back hurts. Back hurts, man. Hit the subscribe button if you want to make me feel better. But my back hurts, man. It seriously hurts. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ugh. Plus, to top it off, you know, you can see through the top of my head here. You know what I mean? Just makes everything worse. There we go. Alright, guys. Yeah, man. Hurt my back trying to get them gains. Yes, sir, Tyrell. It's plausible, too, because I think what actually did it is that I bench a few times a week, every week for like years now. But what I did do is I did some kettlebell walks with like 18 kilograms in each hand and like holding them out above me. Those might have actually messed up my back. Like, I think that's the most plausible exercise that screwed me over. I don't think it was the bench. I think the bench is something I do regularly for the most part. I think it's probably kettlebells. Let me get Mitch in here. Yo, what's up, Mitch? Hold on, let me turn the music down. Yo, what's up, man? Hold on.
What's up? What's up?
There we go. What's up? Say something.
What's going on, traders? How we doing?
There he is. Let me know how that sound is, team. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit just so make sure we can hear it. Let me know what the ratio of Mitch versus the music.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. How we doing today?
There we
Good
go.
morning, everybody.
Yep.
Good morning.
All right.
Ooh, them hurt back. Gotta get them
Yeah, bro.
canes.
My back's hurt today, man. My back's hurt, bro. I woke up this morning. I'm like, damn, man. What is wrong with my back? I can't even walk, bro. I gotta stretch out, man. I need to get me a hot pack. Mitch was right. I told Mitch, I was like, my back hurts, bro. He's like, get you a hot pack, man. He's right. That's what I need. I need a hot pack. I need it. I definitely. I'm not one of those. There's two types of people in the world. There's cold pressed people, and then there's hot pressed people. I'm not a cold pressed person. I don't like to be cold, and so numbing my pain never works. I more prefer to get a hot pack and just throw that mug on there and just be good.
All right, everybody hear me good?
Yeah, you sound good on my
sure.
end. Everybody else saying you sound good too. Steven, that's all subjective on the stock. Steven says, if overall market is very green with China tariffs, but a stock has bad news, would you still look for a short on that stock? Maybe just wait and watch how price action. Yeah, I like that idea. I think reacting to what happens, waiting for a confirmed trend, and then just reacting to what does happen makes the most sense. Yes. Okay. Mitch, you're gonna have to hold it down, bro. Yeah, Mitch, you're gonna have to hold it down. My kids are in finals this week, and so yeah, you'll have to hold it down, bro. I'll throw your chart up,
stress, bro.
All right, can you hear me?
I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
Yeah, they should be able to hear
stress.
you. You should be good. Here, let me throw you up. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries, brother. Go take a little break. I got this.
All right, there you go. All right, guys, I'll be back.
All right, traders, how we doing? How we doing out there? Good morning, everybody. Exciting day, guys. Starting the small account today, guys. And one of the best things is when we start a small account, I want to really kind of take it easy on the first day. One of the biggest things is pressure of opening a new account is what usually gets everybody. So today we're going to be taking it easy and be trying to just take that base hit, take that first step in the right direction. If you guys don't know, we'll be opening an intro account with you guys today. So let's go ahead and start going through some charts, see what we got, see some stocks, and can nail some out here. All right, Sally's been really asking about UAVS. Before I get into any stock, I'm gonna go ahead and fulfill that wish for you, Sally. Let's go ahead and take a look right quick. All right, UAVS. As you can see from the daily chart, this is just a stock that's been trying to split itself over $1. So if you understand, the NASDAQ must need to kind of get a stock over $1 for it to continue being listed. And if you look at this stock, it's been fighting to get over $1 multiple times. You kind of see this spike in November where we got above $1. Then we got another spike here in the 80s where we got above $1. Then we got another spike here. And every single time it spikes, it tries to get up above $1. Why? Because it wants to get its listing. It has about 6 months once it gets underneath $1, which it cracked right here in 2018 of October. Then it popped above $1 for a second there. Has been trying to get above $1 here. I would pay attention to this 67. If it gets above 67, you could get a push towards $1. But this is really what you call a penny stock in that tight area where it's trying to get above $1 to get that listing on the NASDAQ continued. But that's how it is. All right, guys, how we doing today, guys? Let's go ahead and start working here. All right, OF Aguilar, we'll definitely talk more about kind of brokerage and platform a little bit later, guys. Just want to go ahead and get through some stocks, then I'll talk about packages, platform, that kind of stuff. Let's get into some stocks here. One of the cool things I have here, guys, is kind of an interesting thing to talk about before I get into kind of deeper into stocks here. I pulled up a list of the top 50 most shorted stocks as of I got this as of October 21st. Okay, and this is a little bit back, but it's interesting to see the stocks that are on here. Some of the stocks that are on here I'm going to put up in the chat. These are stocks that are the most shorted stocks here. We got GME. Can put on there BBBY. You got MDR, PetsMed Express. If you guys don't know what PetsMed Express is, kind of like a delivery system for pets medicine that's kind of being shorted really big. You got LCI, JCPenney, stocks like Dillard's, DDS. You could look at HIBB. These are some of the stocks. I got this from the top 50 most shorted stocks. On the top of the list is going to be that GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond. They have 68% of the outstanding shares are shorted in GameStop, and about 51% are shorted in Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start moving on here, guys. All right. Well, Eddie, no one's gonna be borrowing the money. No one's gonna be lending you money, man. So, if you don't have the $3.99 to start, I would just say save up. All right, let's go ahead and continue here, guys. Let's move on to some stocks here. Let's look at Snap. Let's take a look at Snap, guys. This is one I have some news on, guys. This is getting a rating upgrade. You see it's been kind of downtrending here. We need to see it get really above 16 and then head towards 17 to really get that push towards 18 and 20s. But what I got here is a Snap analyst projects 37% revenue growth in 2020. This is by Ronald Josie, that upgraded Snap from market perform to market outperform with a new 20 price target. The case on Snap is really that it not only expects to grow its user base, but increase engagement for newer products and services. So we'll be looking for Snap to kind of start getting on up there. I'm going to be looking to see if it can get a ramp today and maybe hold this 15, start pushing up there towards 1550s. Let's see what happens today as Snap is up on the pre-market chart. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and continue here. Moving on here, let's get into Apple. If you guys have any stocks or any news you guys want to go over, definitely put it up in the chat. That's what I'm here for, guys, breaking down some technical charts, breaking down some news stories, and we're going to keep building from that. All right, let's look at the daily chart of one of the strongest charts of the year. Definitely is going to be Apple. Apple ripping up there over 277. This one really had to do with the trade wars, guys. Apple's actually been doing really great with kind of the trade war, but it's always been kind of on the loom on what's going to happen to kind of the prices of iPhone if we were going to get that big tariff hit. And they were definitely concerned about this. Reason why they were concerned about it is that if you look at Apple's flagship product, the iPhone, it's actually fell year over year in China, and that's not common. One of the things is we saw that overall in the fiscal year ending in 20.
Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, what's up, guys? What song is copyright? The song's playing? Shouldn't be. I can go back and watch the stream. Hold on. But it looks like we lost Mitch. I don't know what happened. Here, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, yeah. I mean, the songs that we're playing were not copyright. Like all these songs that I have playing in the background are royalty-free music, so there's no copyright specifically on them. But yeah, we lost Mitch. I don't know what happened to him. Let me message him on Discord. It seemed like his internet died because he was right in the middle of talking and then just boom, silence. And so I'll reach out to him and see what happened. We probably lost him. I don't know what happened, but I'll go over some stuff too. No stress. Let me ask him here. All right. So I don't know if Mitch went over this one, but AXSM has been going absolutely crazy today, and we'll go ahead and look over this one for news. Like I said, specifically AXSM. This one is moving after the company disclosed that the AXS-05 achieved primary endpoints in the Gemini Phase 3 trial in major depressive disorder. So positive results, positive data from the Phase 3 trial for AXSM, and this one's definitely moving up to show it. It is up close to 100%. It's up from 4679 to 8602. Not quite. It looks like it's about 90 to 95% increase for AXSM, but it's still worth it to watch in my opinion. Solid move here, big growth, and we'll see what happened. Yeah, Mitch just said he got disconnected from the internet. All right, so yeah, that's AXSM. We'll see what else we got today. I'm still looking at a few other ones. We got HZMP. HZMP. We'll see if we can find some news on this one specifically as well. Let me see. So this one is up after a price target was raised. They also put out a favorable FDA panel vote on Friday, is what this looks like. So the FDA committee voted to back Horizons, which is this company's Temprotumumab to treat thyroid eye disease, and it's up because of it. So it sounds like this was just upgraded today for HZMP. We'll see what happens with that one as well. We got RLMD here. RLMD gapping up with pretty low volume, honestly. Not that much volume. I don't really love this one. But we can try to take a look to see what's going on with this one. This one is up after Guggenheim initiated coverage on the Relmada Therapeutics with a buy rating and a $64 price target. So this sounds like it was just upgraded as well for RLMD. We'll see what happens with that one. Looks okay. BNTX, another mover, not really much volume. BMRN. And I'm sure, I don't know if Mitch has talked about this one yet, but this is usually one of his favorites, which is AMRN. AMRN, one of Mitch's favorites, really being volatile this morning. It's not having some huge moves or anything, but it is very volatile. You can see it went all the way up to 2760, and now it's back down at 2487. So actually a really solid move for this one. A huge move. It's basically filling the gap at this point because it went all the way up there, and now it's coming right back down to that previous closing price where that previous support is. And so let's look up what the catalyst specifically is for AMRN. And it looks like this is after the company reported FDA approval of their Vascepa to reduce cardiovascular risk. So their drug got FDA approval, which is a huge positive. The company said it expects 2019 Vasepa net revenue of $410 million to $425 million, and 2020 Vasepa net revenue of $650 million to $700 million. And so increased revenue, FDA approval for AMRN. There must be something that we don't specifically see here. Maybe Mitch can touch on it a little bit more when he gets here. But investors are seeing something that they don't like with this release. Let's see if we can find out what that is. Because again, AMRN's moving nicely here. Let me see if we can find out what else is going on. But yeah, FDA approval is what this seems. So yeah, they secured FDA approval for Vasepa to reduce cardiovascular risk. Yeah, I don't know why this is dropping. This is one of the reasons why earnings and even, big catalysts like this are very difficult to trade, because even with a good catalyst like this, you never know what's going to happen. As you can see here, it's basically giving back this gap for AMRN. So we'll see what happens. Could get interesting for that one. We also have AMD, which is just gapping up. I'm pretty sure just following the overall market, which is actually breaking highs right now. The overall market is actually breaking highs. Very bullish market this morning in the overall SPY at least. And a lot of these mid and high cap stocks are going to follow it up a certain extent. And so yeah, so with AMD here, let's see what we get. I'm pretty sure this one's just following the overall market, but we can try to find a catalyst for AMD. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm pretty sure this is just up following the overall market, really. We got WDC gapping up some. Western Digital is worth looking at. WDC. Not seeing any catalyst for this one either. Oh wait, Susquehanna turned bullish. Alright, so here's a release that came out today, and this is from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, shares of Micron, which is MU, and Western Digital, which is WDC, are up more than 3% in pre-market after Susquehanna analyst Mehdi Hosseini upgraded the stock to positive from neutral. While Hosseini thinks Micron's February quarter earnings outlook will fall short of consensus projections, he also expects the forecast to mark the bottom for Micron. He said, quote, industry dynamics are improving with increased prospects of tightness and shortages by mid-2020, he wrote. Quoting, as such, we believe the worst case, which is the average selling price and margin profile, is now dialed into expectations with increased prospects of meaningful recovery in revenues in the later part of 2020. His upbeat about Western Digital's prospects for next year as well, writing that the 5G smartphone build cycle could help lead to a tight supply-demand market in a NAND technology, and Micron shares are up 61% this year, while Western Digital stock has increased 47%. So yeah, that's the catalyst for this one. With all that said, it seems like a fluff piece from a company insider, and so we'll see what happens with WDC. Next one to look at here is PCG. PCG, you can see PCG just gapping down, looking weak. We'll see what happens with this one. We'll see why this one's down for PCG specifically. All right, we have an article for PCG that says the stock has dropped roughly 20% today after California's governor told the utility company that its reorganized plan does not meet regulators' standards. So yeah, basically the Cali governor telling them that they're not good enough, that their plan does not meet regulatory standards. Boom. So we'll see what happens with AMRN, or not with AMRN, I'm sorry, with PCG. I'll go ahead and read the rest of this. This is from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, until Governor Gavin Newsom's Friday letter, things had been looking up for PCG. In its Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they also reached deals to settle all of the major claims from the wildfires basically last year. And those agreements made it more likely that shareholders, not bondholders, would maintain control of the company out of bankruptcy, and fueled share price gains of more than 50% for the month ended Friday, end quote. Again, though, Governor Newsom, I'm going to go down a little bit here. Governor Newsom rebukes shifts in the balance of power away from the shareholders again, according to Citigroup. Quote, by putting out this letter, the governor, in our view, is keen to keep the bondholders' plan alive, and effectively has signaled to Judge Montali that the shareholder plan isn't confirmable, end quote, and that was done by Praful Mehta, an analyst at Citigroup. So yeah, basically, in his view, the company's restructuring plans were not good enough, and they maxed out all of the potential financing available to the company, other than issuing more equity. And if they issue more equity, it's going to dilute the shareholders' existing stake. So yeah, basically, the Cali governor, basically saying that their plan does not meet regulatory standards for this company. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, PCG had for the last few months been looking stronger. Like I said, starting in October, this thing has been moving up almost every day, having a few pullbacks along the way. So this is big news, and you can see PCG just kind of giving back a lot of those gains that it made over the last 2 months or so. Another one that we looked at, like I said, we looked at WDC. We also looked at MU specifically here. And yeah, I mean, overall, that's mostly what I'm looking at. We can look at a few other gap downs like WVE, which is Wave Life Sciences. But I think that's basically it. And I can probably just go over the main market news. Let me see what's going on, what's going down with Mitch. My music's too loud, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. Is that better? That should be better. Why is everybody talking about Facebook, man? Tell me, what is a straddle? A straddle is a poker term meaning that everybody limps in. Or you could mean, I guess the actual definition of straddle probably means something close to following behind closely to something. I guess is probably what the root definition probably means. I don't know. Look it up. But honestly, I've never really thought about the definition of straddle. I'm assuming it means follow closely to something, but just out of context. But I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, I know what the stock symbol is for Facebook. It's FB. And I mean, it's moving some, but it's not super volatile or anything today. It was more so volatile on Friday, it looks like. But for now, I mean, Facebook looks alright. It's not generally a stock I trade. Alright, but yeah, look at the market. Market's super strong, very strong. Yeah, so I guess since Mitch isn't here, we'll go ahead and look at the overall market news. Hey, appreciate the sub. Let's see who we got. Volten. Appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate the support. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Over there, hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free right here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Show your support for what we do here. Everything we put out there is free. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. You shorted Facebook at 205? Nice work, bro. Did I catch 240? Hey, what's up, Junior? What's up, bro? What's up, man? Did I catch 245? Honestly, bro, I was kind of bummed out. This is legitimately what happened with me, right? And I'll tell the story here. It was Sunday night. My kids have finals, so like my daughter has finals coming up this week, and so I've been helping her with her math, specifically with adding and subtracting mixed numbers, which is something I do really well. I actually love math for the most part, and I'm almost solely the helper when it comes to math homework because I probably know more math than my wife. Not to say my wife anything bad about my wife, but I just know more math than her, and so I've been working on that with my daughter all weekend. And so Saturday night, by the time my kids went to bed, honestly, I had a headache. I had been dealing with my kids yelling and screaming all day, and so I had a headache, and it was like 9 o'clock. And I was like, hey, I'm just going to take, half a gummy bear of CBD to try to get some rest and make this headache go away and hopefully feel a little bit better. I'm going to take, instead of taking Tylenol, I was like, I'm going to take a half a gummy bear of CBD, see if that helps, And so I took half a gummy bear of CBD, right? And I had already ordered the pay-per-view. I was already about to watch the fights. And I had already ordered the pay-per-view. And an hour later, I was out. I was sleeping, man. I was done. And so I basically stayed up and I watched the end of Amanda Nunes versus Jermaine Durandamy, and then I passed out. I was out. And so that's how I spent my Saturday night. I fell asleep at like 10 o'clock my time. It was unfortunate, But yeah, that was my Friday night. Yeah, Mitch just messaged me, said he's having trouble with connectivity issues. So we're going to go ahead and go over the overall market news. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview of the overall market right now. As you can see, the SPY is very strong, and let's see where the previous lifetime highs prior to today were. 318.67 was the previous lifetime highs. So yeah, the previous lifetime highs were right around here. Right around here. That was the previous lifetime high, and as you can see, we definitely went above that. We're at 319.27 here. So again, I'm going to go ahead and read these. Let me know if the sound is too loud or not loud enough, and I'll fix it. Amanda did win, but it was actually a pretty close fight. The problem with Germaine Durand to me is that she has no ground game. And so Amanda, smartly enough, and I think Amanda's the GOAT bantamweight, or no, the GOAT featherweight. I think Amanda is the GOAT 135er. I will say that. I think Amanda is the best 135er there is, and I think she's gone up in weight class and knocked out the 145 champ at the time, which was Cyborg, and so I don't think anybody can really touch Amanda Nunes with that. I think she's the greatest female fighter, at least present time. Now, I do think Germaine has no ground game, and I do think Germaine has no ground game, and you know, I think that made it an easy night for Amanda, but it wasn't a bad fight. I'll say that. All right, good sound. Nah, Hero, I call him Hero. Killer is not. He's not trolling. Killer is Indian. Killer's Indian, so he doesn't speak English as his first language, and so that's why he's asking, what is this, what is that, because he doesn't, he's Indian, he doesn't speak English well, or not well, he doesn't, English is not his first language, and so he's asking what certain things mean. Alright, but anyways, we're going to move on. So, I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were pointing higher ahead of the bell as market sentiment was upbeat following the announcement last Friday that the U.S. and China have agreed on a partial trade deal, easing market uncertainties and potentially paving the way to end the trade war between the two countries. U.S. Rep. Robert Lighthizer described the initial trade agreement as, quote, totally done deal. China has committed to boost its purchase of U.S. farm goods, improve intellectual property protection, open its financial markets to U.S. companies, and curb the forced transfer of U.S. tech to Chinese companies. In exchange, the U.S. did not implement the tariffs set to be imposed Sunday and reduced by 50% the existing duties on certain Chinese goods, end quote. And so, yeah, basically market sentiment is up after Friday. I don't know if anybody actually was here with us on Friday, but number one, there's a few things. Number one, there's not actually a deal that said it's not actually done. There's nothing that's actually signed yet, but both sides have agreed on the terms, and more importantly, they're rolling back these tariffs. They're ending these tariffs that were threatening everybody for December 15th, and I think that shows more potential, likelihood that it's going to get signed. Because if either side was skeptical that it would actually get signed, number one, the U.S. would not roll back tariffs, and the Chinese would not commit to, those different things. And so I think that's a pretty good, sentiment for the overall trade deal. I think it's pretty likely that it's going to get signed to be done. But again, as Mitch was saying on Friday, it's not a 100% done deal yet. Looking over into some commodities here. Looking over into some commodities. We can go over oil really quick. Let me see. All right, we can look at natural gas here, which is DGAZ. And we have crude oil is down 0.1%. U.S. oil fund is up 0.5%. Natural gas is up 0.1%. And the U.S. natural gas is down 0.3%. So we can look at UNG. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's actually currently up now for A few other things here. We have gold that's down 0.2%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.4%. Silver is up 0.4%. And the iShares Silver Trust is up 0.4% as well. So that's what we got right now. We got Boeing here, which is BA, also taking a pretty big dive. I guess I missed this one earlier. But Boeing falling down here. And this one is down after they put out something that said they may stop or reduce production of the grounded 737 MAX, MAX. So yeah, they basically said that they were assessing whether they're going to basically stop the production of the 737 MAX following U.S. aviation watchdog FAA saying that it would not let the troubled model take off before the end of the year. And so yeah, Boeing's down because of that. We'll see what happens, but that's what we're looking at now. What? Yeah, she's a beast, man, for sure. I don't know, man. I think if there's it, somebody said Valentina Shevchenko takes her. I think if there's any fight to make, I think a rematch between the two. And I will say this: I think a rematch is going to be hard to get because if anybody saw the first fight between Amanda Nunes and Valentina, it was a terrible fight. It was extremely boring. And you have to understand why, though. Both of those, they're killers, man. They are great at what they do. And so with both sides being as good as they are, it's kind of a stalemate sometimes. And, like, that's what you got with the first Valentina versus Amanda Nunes fight. It was a good fight. It wasn't a good fight, but, you know, it was a very close fight. I will say that. I actually originally scored that for Valentina, and then when I rewatched it, I scored it for Amanda. But yeah, it was a close fight, and I think if there's going to be any question mark on Amanda Nunes' resume, aside from the fact that Amanda Nunes actually lost to Kat Zingano a few years ago, I think the Valentina is going to be a question mark, and I think they should run that one back for sure. Am I a Colby fan? No, I'm not. I was very happy to see Usman knock Colby out because I think having fake nonsense and like a fake like spiel like Colby does, the fact that he got knocked out is great because it's going to discourage future people to act like that is what I think happened with Colby. And I think that him getting knocked out is going to discourage others from doing that. I still think some people are going to take the heel path, but I think that him getting knocked out in his title fight will discourage it to a certain extent as well. I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited for McGregor versus Cowboy. I do think Conor is taking an easy fight back, but all right, guys. So, yeah, so that's it right now. Still waiting. We're hanging out. Not a bad day though. We got some movement here. Let me see what my account's at actually. I did make some money on Friday. I should be good in my account. I think I made a few $100s on Friday. Yeah, so right now I am at $1,412 in net profit. So we're growing. We're getting there. I'm $600 away from 2K in profit, which has been my goal. Not bad though. We're growing. You know, we're growing. This is exciting for me. I'm really happy that my accounts that I've been doing so well with it, and so I'm at $1,412 in profit. We're just gonna keep pushing. McGregor's awesome. Hey, listen, I like McGregor. I used to dislike him, but I actually like McGregor, and I think that McGregor's a great striker that sets a lot of traps for his opponents, but I think that with him losing to Khabib, who's a monster, by the way, I don't think anybody's going to beat Khabib for a long, long time. I don't think Ferguson's going to beat Khabib. I think Khabib's a monster, and everybody's going to struggle with that. But I think that Conor knows he needs a win, and so him taking Cowboy, while Cowboy's good, I kind of consider Cowboy somewhat of a gatekeeper, and I'd like to see more so see Conor fight Ferguson. I'd like to see Conor fight Poirier. I'd like to see Conor fight any of those guys, and you know, just somebody that's a little bit higher up than Cowboy right now. I'd like to see Conor versus Colby, and I would hope Conor would knock him out. you know. Anyways, we're gonna listen. If you guys, I'll talk MMA with you guys all day, but let's go back to the stock market because if not, I will talk about this all day. All right, but yeah, not a bad day. Like I said, main watches today gonna be AMRN, AMD, WDC, MU, CGC. Gonna keep an eye on the cannabis stocks just because the cannabis stocks were a money machine last week. And so we'll see what happens with those. That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. We got a few other stuff here to watch, but market's overall pretty volatile. AXSM, obviously, one of my main top watches. Huge range. We're going to take a look at that. But I mean, the great thing about building up some cushion in my account like this, the great thing about having almost $1,500 in cushion is that I can take some larger swings and not even, even if I took a huge swing, I'm still not going to really risk turning red in my account. I'm still going to be able to go green, and I'm going to be able to take much larger swings that enable me to build up a bigger cushion in the future and ultimately scale up my size substantially. And so that's kind of the goal here. But yeah, over $1,400 in profit. Feels good, man. Feels good. All right, see you, hero. Later, brother. PTI, let me see. I like PTI today. PTI doesn't look bad. I don't think it's tradable for me specifically, but all right, team. We got 15 minutes. Let me look up the catalyst for PTI. I mean, they put something out after they had a cystic fibrosis treatment last week, last Monday, it looks like. So they announced positive initial ex vivo results from the company's proprietary cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulatory modulators, PTI 801, PTI 808, PTI 428, in individuals with cystic fibrosis who are ineligible for the current standard of care. And this is all quoting from Dow Jones Newswires. Yeah, so they put that out on the 11th, so last Monday, I guess. But yeah, that was difficult to read for sure. Haha, try paying bills and calling that a cushion. I stopped trying to teach people because I don't know how the average person could do what we do. Yeah, man, like I said, I'm not, I mean, yeah, Mitch is saying they're working on it. Yeah, man. I mean, I think trading is similar to poker in that regard, where you can work hard for 8 hours plus on a specific day and actually lose money. I think the potential is what people really trade. That was PTI, Luke. PTI. Do you look much at golden crosses as strong indicators? No. I have my own style, my own very unique style. I'm almost solely trading VWAP related strategies. And, I have basically what I do is I look for a stock to pick a trend and confirm that trend specifically. Like, I look for a stock to maintain a certain way and pick a trend. And then once it picks a trend, I bet on the probabilities of that trend confirming and continuing is basically all I'm doing with the VWAP fade and bounce. Like AMD here, we tried to break above and turn into a bullish trend, but then when we got rejected and it came all the way back down below this, I shorted into this bounce on Friday and just took advantage of that, because once it gets rejected all the way back down, you just got to understand trading. People question whether trading can be predictable, and it absolutely can. And the reason it can is because human psychology is predictable. And so, you look at this chart, you see it get rejected all the way back below the VWAP. Other traders see that weakness too. they subsequently cover their long positions or jump in short, and that causes these type of moves to be somewhat predictable, and that's what day traders are actually banking on, if that makes sense. Of course, it's not going to be 100%, nothing is, but the likelihood and probabilities are in your favor enough with certain stocks, with certain strategies under the right market conditions that you can profit without necessarily luck being a factor. All right, but yeah, so we're going to watch the overall market today. We'll see what we get with that. We got the SPY from 317 to the 319. Going to be watching that one. Solid gap up. And so, yeah, what's everybody else's main watch today? Doesn't look like a bad day in the market. We're getting some volatility. And like I said, I'm nice cushion in my account right now. Really nice cushion. Solid day on Friday. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I mean, you could see, like I said, you guys know, you guys can watch me every day. I know we had like a troll in here on Friday that was like, oh, you're always red. But I think if you go back and you watch the stream, you can see the consistency in my trading from trading these VWAP strategies specifically. And so I think that Mitch and I have kind of proved to a certain extent that some of them work, and that, you know, really, Mitch and I just try to teach people how to build a system, because the system is everything. You have to learn to build a complete trading plan, which is one of the most underappreciated aspects of trading, is actually having like a full plan regardless of which way the stock heads. Yeah, PCG is down because the governor of California basically said that it's not, meaning that from what I understand, that they're maxing out their credit. And that goes against regulatory standards for California. And so once he said that, PCG just dropped massively here. We'll see what happens. But what's up, Canakin? What's up, bro? What's up, Tyrell? How you doing, man? APHA, cannabis stock. Too much of a sideways movement. I do like BLUE. Was watching that one last week, and so I do like that one. Alright, guys. So yeah, like I said, let me know what your main watch is. I'm keeping an eye on the SPY. I think everybody's probably got this one on their watch list today, and it is tradable for me. AXSM, huge moves. I mean, this one is up. I don't know what. Looking at it just off the top of my head, it looks like about a 90% gap up. Looks like about a 90% gap up. Did we get Mitchman back in here? What's up, Kyle? Did we lose Mitch? There he is. What's up, Mitch? You back, bro? Yeah, I'm watching AMD for sure. I think we got Mitch back in here. Let me turn the volume up so you can hear him. Music might be a little loud. Hold on, I'll turn it down.
Alright.
There we go. There he is. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
Alright. Mitch is Comcast, man. You know, you guys know Comcast. Mitch was like, I'm not upgrading Comcast. So you're not? What? Got to disconnect Mitch's internet.
You guys have no idea. It's like the last thing I needed. It's what usually happens, you know, day one of an account.
Yeah, right. Today's Mitch is trading an intro account today. He's trying to grow that thing. So everybody wish him luck. Like I said, that's why very frustrating first thing to happen today for him. But
yeah, I'm gonna be smart, guys. One of the major rules that I implemented, guys, is you gotta have rules to two things, guys. Always, we have to have rules to keep trading our system, and we need to have rules to control the down days, or what I call emotional days. So one of the rules that I have is, if I miss a trade, or if I get an emotional day, the best way to stop that right there to kind of, put it to an end right there, is to control the day. And how we're going to control the day is we're going to lower share size to start off. One of the best ways to control an emotion is to kind of limit the emotional reactions to trading. How do you limit the emotional reaction? You control the limit of the risk size, so you share size down. I'm going to actually share size down a little bit here since I've gotten a little frustrated because of this internet issue. I'm not here at the usual time that I'm here, 8:40. So one of the major things is just be smart, look for the right pattern today, take it easy. I haven't had the easiest morning, so don't try to push yourself. Just be smart, and I'm gonna share size down because of it, and not try to push myself to extremes when I've already had kind of a tough morning.
Yep.
So one of the most important things to do is understand how your morning's going, because if your morning's not going well, it might not be the day to push. I think a lot of traders make this mistake. They get into this mode where they feel even themselves are not on top of their game, and then that's the day that they decide, oh, I'm going to push and size up. Not the way to approach it. If you're feeling not on top, just take a step back. You can still trade. You just got to limit your risk.
All right, Leandro, man, we get it. You don't like the music. I'm trying to adjust it to the right levels. We get it. I think half the people in the stream come just to listen to the music, man. So we're going to keep the music. I'm trying to find the right levels, man. But like I said, man, we get it. You think the music's too loud. I'm adjusting it now. All right. Let me know how that is. I turned the music down. Should be good.
All right. Pulling some charts here. Getting ready for the day. Before I was interrupted by Comcast, trying to cut me off.
Yeah, man. You know Comcast, bro.
I was really talking about how Apple should get a sudden surge with this trade talk kind of slowing down. I'm going to be watching that to get a boost today for sure. All right. See what we got here.
Yeah, like I said, Leandro, all you've really done is complain about music this morning. Everybody else is saying the music was fine, and so it might be on your end, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Just chill out. We'll get it to the right levels, man. I turned it down. Now people saying they can't hear the music, and so it sounds like it was pretty low before.
We'll figure
Let me know
it
if that's
out,
better.
guys.
Let me know if that's better.
There you go. Boom, boom.
Yeah, no stress. Listen, it's all love, Leandro. We like you. We like having you here, bro. My bad if I snapped at you, bro. You're good, man. I'm about to drink some a candle as my coffee. BA, yeah, Bank of America, man. It's up and down. It's been quite a night here. Like I said, my back is all messed up, man. The music's good. All right, good.
One that I'll be watching to get stronger is really good news. Delta Airlines. So I'll be watching that one to break out. Yep. Looks like a strong hourly chart if you scroll back towards kind of that November month. We'll look for it to break out above 5750s. Above that 5750 would look for a move towards 58.
Yeah, I think look at BA, man. Boeing. Boeing had news that one of their airplane models, the FAA was not going to let them take off anymore this year, and so they were considering discontinuing one of their models for Boeing, and it's down because of that massive drop.
737 Max.
Yep. So that's
one of the most problematic planes that was supposed to be the savior plane.
Yeah, get that thing out of here then, man. I don't like flying anyway. I'm scared of heights, bro. I don't like flying, man. Every time the last time, here's a fun story. Maybe I'll do it for story time today. But I got an airplane story that we can do for story time today. Just remind me later. We're gonna focus on the market now.
All right, guys. So yeah, so that's one of the ones I'll be watching. I think that one could be strong today. We got a big time support underneath it, so we'll look for that one to pull back a little bit, get some strength.
Yeah, I'm not upset, Leandro. Not gonna argue either. Like I said.
Of course, we still got the parabolic movers, AUPH, DERM, and Fate. You still have those?
I got AUPH, but it's just such low volume until it increases volume. I don't really like it. Same thing with DERM. At this point, they've run up and then they've come back down, and now they're just kind of boring volume for me. At least for me. We'll see. They need to pick up some volume if I'm going to get interested in trading them. Does it involve bricks? No, it doesn't. It's a good story, though.
MU earnings coming out later this week, guys, so you could get some kind of momentum push in MU. Pay attention to that one today. It's up on the top of the daily chart.
Which one? MU? Yeah, look at your baby today, man. AMRN. You seen that one?
I was telling people about this one. People didn't think they was going to go along. I was able to capture it on Friday.
Yeah, man.
And
look at it run. It just spiked up too. It's up to 25.57. AMRN is one of my top watches today for sure. Can you get trade ideas for free? No. I mean,
well,
you could, but I'm not giving it to you for free. And I don't. Like I said, I'm paying $120. I'm a partner with them. I'm still paying for it. But so yeah, I mean, you could, but I'm not giving it to you for free.
All right, guys, let's do this, guys.
All right, team. We got 2 minutes.
About 1 minute. Less than about 1 minute.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. MRN.
What's up, Todd? What's up, bro? Here's a fun fact. I'm Eurotrip years old. Yeah, I just posted The Legend of Brink versus X-Blades. That's how old I am.
All right, guys. We'll be looking for BBBY to flush through 15. If it flushes towards 15.15, I might get interested in this one.
All right, guys. Here we go. 30 seconds. Like I said, I'm main watches AMRN, AXSM. Those two are at the top of my list. Should be a fun day. Like I said, everybody wish Mitch luck. He's going to be trading with the intro package. Basically, the stats of an intro package include you get 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade and short with intro accounts. And it's a small account, so Mitch is going to be trying to grow that today. So let's wish him luck. Let's see.
If you want to show my balance right quick, you guys can see it start. Open balance, 1,400 there.
Fresh balance right there, man. Look at here. I'll throw it
Fresh balance, guys.
There it is, 14,000. Let's do this.
Let's do this, guys. Let's get it done.
There's the bell. We got AMD breaking some highs this morning. AMD up. We got MU that dropped originally right before the bell. We got AMRN that spiked up. It's now dropping. We have PCNG, which is down slightly, but not very much. On the scanners this morning in penny stock land, we have SIF popping up here. SFIF.
Nice rip here. Nice rip. AMD. AMD with a nice rip.
Yep. We got MU, which is just pulled a red to green move for MU. We'll see if it continues here for it, but we do have MU ripping up strong move. Red to green move from MU originally this morning. Like the last few days, though, I'm just going to wait for the market to calm down a little bit.
Alright guys, if you didn't see my video over the weekend, I put out my complete system and how I'm trying to attack the open. So right now it's all about small share size right now and trying to get that range breakout or range breakdown. The two strategies we're looking to use is the VWAP bounce play and the VWAP fade.
Yep. All right, so first things first, AMD just making a massive move this morning. Like I said, right around the bell, this one did rip up and break some highs. Since I called that out, it's since broke pre-market highs too. And so we'll see what happens with this one. Maybe going to look for a pullback here to the VWAP at 4180s for a VWAP bounce. It just depends on how that moves, because we did get what I usually look for, which is a cross over the VWAP. And so AMD specifically looks interesting.
Yep.
Still watching a few other ones, like AXSM here. AXSM originally at the open this morning just dropped some, and so we're going to wait for some pullbacks with that one, see if maybe we can get a few fades in there. Also going to be watching CGC, which is now down, and we also have the previous closing price above CGC right now, so if we get a pullback, I might consider shorting it, but again, I'm going to give it some time, wait a little while, let the market calm down some before I jump in anything, I think.
There we go. All right, looking at AMAT, AMD ripping up there, MVU ripping up there. I'm looking for a pullback here towards the 6120s. This would be a VWAP bounce play. Gonna let it test here towards 61, just in case it goes down towards 61 here.
CGC I might short into this one too, just a little small shear size if I can catch it really quick. Just gonna have some fun with this one for now.
All right, gonna look for a little pullback towards 20 here. 20 looks good for a VWAP bounce play here at AMAT.
So yeah, I'm in CGC with like 50 shares. Just gonna kind of, like I said, just try to get a good entry and hold this one just to get a little. It's a little bit too early that I usually trade. A little bit earlier than I usually trade. And so I don't mind taking just a small position here, especially if we can add a little bit more around the bid. And just, you know, like I said, just a little trade. We're just taking a little feeler trade. It's too early for me to really take a big swing this morning, so I'm just going to take a little feeler trade with CGC.
All right, seeing AMAT bounce there at the VWAP at 6120s there.
AXSM just ripped down here, just big drop down.
Risk right now is 61.
Kind of wish I would have taken bigger sizing with CGC. It's fading beautifully here, but I guess you know, we'll let it work. See if we get a low at the daybreak. Maybe add to it on any bounce.
Looking for a little quick pullback here in AMAT, and then I could get in. I'm risking off 61.
AMD, we did get a pullback, but it wasn't quite down to the VWAP here. We are getting a move up on CGC. Maybe I can add to this one. I guess it just depends. Got to be a little careful here because we are getting a fast rip up. This is where I would normally add to it though, and so I'm in with 100 shares now. We're gonna look for a move back down, and then probably just hold my risk off of 67 or so. Just a very tight risk, easy risk there.
All right, guys. Seeing AMAT there, hold VWAP there.
We're back down to the lows of this channel here for CGC. There's 44s, not bad. 43s. Maybe I got greedy with this taking profits here, but see if we get this break.
All right, gonna look for a quick pullback here to hold here above 6114s. You can get in there risking off 61.
Alright, so we did get the break in AMD, or yeah, in CGC. Like I said, still holding 50 shares. Not a bad little move here. Just gonna let the rest work. It's not gonna be a losing trade now. And we're just gonna look for a much larger move back down here. And maybe I got greedy with these profits. AMD's down to the VWAP now too. There we go. There's 33s, 32s. CGC is looking weak. I'm gonna just get out here, take my $20 win, and let the rest work. I'm really only trying to get this range, and so I got the range, got a little $20 win, a little bit less than 20 bucks. I'll take it.
All right, guys, got in there. First trade here, risking off 61 here.
I'll throw Mitch up.
All right, guys, want to see it pop back up here above 61.30s. Risk is 61s right now. 15 cents. Looking for at least a above 15 cents return. All right, looks good. Now we can just get some buys here up here at 25s, 30s. We can push it through 61.40s here.
What's up, Seth? We did get the bounce in AMD. Maybe I should have took that. I really like the fade. CGC was actually a perfect fade, so I'm happy I got it, but just a little bit too early for me than I usually trade, so I didn't take big size at all.
All right, want to see the next candle open up above 20s and then push out towards 30s. Got to see that support hold there. Here comes the 24s. Let's see if it gets bought up here through the 25s and 30s.
Sorry. Watching AXSM here. Huge rip up. Gonna look for a pullback to the VWAP for AXSM too. Huge range. I don't know if I'm gonna trade it. The range is just too big. Yeah, AMD's bounce was really nice. Really nice bounce there.
All right, below this 6109s and I'll get out. So only risking about 4 or 5 cents here.
When I'm looking at an AXSM here, it is pulling back to the VWAP. I could use this 83 level as my risk, but my risk would have to be from like 81 all the way up to 84 basically. I just don't know if I like that. $3 risk, so maybe 20 shares.
Try out my risk here, guys. Might have to step out here. Anything fills here? We're out. Out. Gonna step out there. Take a small loss for right now. Was expecting it to bounce right up there, get up there to 61.30s. It didn't bounce there, so I'll wait.
No stress, you kept it small.
AMD ripped out there, MU ripped out there. We might get a big candle here, but it's how it is. Just didn't want to risk down there to underneath 61s.
Yeah, I'm looking at AXSM, man. Look at this fade. Didn't look bad. AMD, beautiful bounce. I know somebody said they were taking advantage of it, so.
Yeah, I hope someone got that one.
Yeah, let me see. Mike Powell said it. Hey, so nice work, bro. It looks like a good trade. AMD was a beautiful bounce. It was one that Mitch Mitch and I both talked about it. I talked about it when I was first going it over, and then once we got Mitch in here, Mitch mentioned AMD as well. So especially at the open, this one looked really solid. And so both Mitch and I saw the same thing. And beautiful follow through with it. So if neither of us took it, I hope somebody took it.
Yeah, I traded the opposite one in the sector and probably should have just stuck with AMD. But that's just how it goes.
AXSM, I'm trying to consider what kind of share size I can take. I might take like 10 shares because it's just got a huge range. My risk would be like at least not gonna take it now. My risk would be at least like 20 cents, or at least $3. I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna throw you up, Mitch. I gotta run to the restroom, bro. So here, I'll throw you up.
Good.
All right, I'll be back, team. Mitch is gonna hold it down. I'll be right back.
All right, guys, 2 stocks I'm watching right now. AMRN, see if it's gonna come back. Watching DERM, APH turn around there. All right, got to be careful if you're in AMAT here. I already got out, but it's 61, so 2s, 61s need a hold. Looking at CGC. If you guys see anything, go ahead and shout it out in the chat. All right, guys, let's see what we got here, guys. Seeing BBVY bounce there a little bit there. Looks like I might have closed the chat on accident, so let me reopen it here, guys. Gotta reopen the chat here. What's up, guys? What's going on, traders? How we doing out there? All right, AMAT setting up here. Got a nice curve effect there. Let's see what happens here. All right, AMAT looking strong here. Might take another trade in AMAT. All right, watching it pull back there for a little bit. Not seeing many charts. I just want to attack right now, so taking it easy. We'll look to see if Chewy can come back here. Chewy looks like it's trying to pull back today. See if it can come back to VWAP. All right, need to see AMAT hold here again. If not, it'll break down here. Derm breaking out there, guys. Derm pulling a red to green. EAL pushing up there. Was watching that one today. Disney going down there. Apple up on the day. All right, looking to see what's going to happen here in AMAT. If it's going to break down or if it wants to just scoot back up here.
I hope somebody took that AXSM trade I called out, man, because that one was a beautiful washout. I had to take a damn bathroom break, man. I missed out on it. But look at AXSM. Beautiful fade. Picture perfect. Like, look at this. It's exactly what I look for. Exactly. Called it out, too. The biggest reason I hesitated with trading this one is that the range is so big, but called it out on the nose here. Right there. Beautiful fade. Missed it. I think I saw somebody in the chat take it, so at least somebody's going to take advantage of it because that was a big move. Let me see who said that. I think Yosemite Sam said, yeah, I'm in it for the fade now with AXSM. So there it went. Called it out. At least somebody took it. Nice work, bro. Also looking at AMRN if it pulls back some. CGC squeezing up. And so maybe going to look for a fake out fade with CGC. Hey, appreciate the sub. Let's see who subscribed. FRN and Bailey and Volton. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the support. GOSS, I don't know, man. It's kind of pretty close to the bottom of the range, although it doesn't actually look bad. It looks good for GOSS, so I don't know if I'm going to take it just because I'm not necessarily used to trading that stock, but it doesn't look bad. I'll say that.
All right, watching right now. AMAT pull back again here. Might take a second attempt long on it. I'll let it try down here. Would like to see it get scooped right here at 10.
Yeah, there goes GOSS. Problem is the spread. It's a 10-cent spread, so it's going to be hard to make money from that one, I think. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I usually trade new ones. Like I said, I don't know about GOSS. The problem here is the spread. You can see the spread's like 10 cents. And so with that, I don't know if I want to jump in and immediately be down 10 cents, especially with how big my reward target is. I just don't know if that's worth it for me specifically. But everybody's a little bit different. There's other reasons I'm not trading this one. Like I said, mostly just because it's a little spready. Nice, Mike. Hey, nice work, bro. SPY's actually up close to the high of this range right here. AMRN, I mean, it looks weak. If AMRN can pull back to the VWAP, I might take it. But until then, I'm going to ignore that one. Maybe looking at MU for a bounce off the VWAP if it pulls back some. Although I don't really like it as much. It's kind of close to the bottom of the range with the bounce on MU. So for that reason, I don't know if I like it as much. AXSM ripping down. So that was the one I should have took. Like I said, though, trading is a patience game, guys. Sometimes you just gotta wait, and you know, you can't say I have to trade, I have to find something to trade. Sometimes you just gotta say, hey, I'm just gonna wait, see what presents itself, and if nothing presents itself, I'm just gonna hang out, you know. And that's what I try to do. That's why you'll sometimes hear me talk about other stuff aside from trading, because I'm just trying to keep some patience and just kind of wait and see what we can find. If I focus on trading, you know, sometimes you'll kind of get in your head that you have to trade, and you absolutely don't. You should only trade if a strategy looks really good, and if it doesn't, you know, you don't have to trade.
One that looks interesting is Starbucks SBUX. It broke down. It's doing its first bounce there to VWAP.
Yeah, that one does look good. I'm looking at AMD here for a pullback. AMD, I mean, it's at 42.30s. If it could drop 20 cents, I might take it, but it's got to drop. And I might start to scale into it early if it does start to move. But yeah, Starbucks doesn't look bad. I like this opening range low right here that you could use as your risk, right around 89.
Still haven't gotten the volume. I want to see an AMAT to go along in it yet.
Hey, nice. Yosemite Sam. Nice work, bro. Yeah, man, that AXSM fade looked beautiful, man. Beautiful follow through. The CGC trade I took this morning, too, was a immediately green trade. It was just a beautiful fade. Like, I jumped in short right here, you know, and just kind of rode that thing down. Really nice drop for CGC2. So, fades have been working today, at least, for the ones the ones I traded. We'll see. Like I said, I'm still waiting on AMD to pull back here. I think we also have to consider what the market is doing itself. So like if you look at the SPY here, SPY's kind of sideways. I mean, originally it was up and then it came back down and now it's back up again, testing these highs up here. It's putting in higher lows. And so we'll see if the market starts to push up here is really what I'd pay attention to. And if it does, then it might drag some of these other stocks up as well. And so I'm just waiting for some potential bounces. And if I don't see them, I don't see them. That's okay too.
All right, gonna let AMAT pull back one more time here. If it can grab some big volume here and then spin back above, I'll take the long. If it breaks down through 6102s, we'll look for it to start fading down here towards the 6090s and bounce back. Starbucks really looking interesting there. A second rejection off VWAP there. Would look for a third rejection there. If it doesn't get above 89, could short into that one.
Hey, appreciate the sub. It's a must. Appreciate the sub, man. Welcome to the team. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every weekday morning right here on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live every morning. Appreciate the support. We've had a lot of new subscribers these past few weeks, and so we appreciate the support, team, for sure. You know, Mitch and I, we're not experts here. We're not gurus. We just try to kind of teach you what what we've learned, what's worked for us. And, you know, like I said, we're not experts here. We're not gurus. We are not, you know, selling a course. We just kind of teach you guys what we learn along the way. And if you like it, great. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. You know, it is what it is. So AMD, we'll see what happens. Looking at WDC as well. Look at WDC. That one's actually running up. Gonna wait for a pullback to the VWAP. I don't know if we're gonna get one in AMD right now. Roku, beautiful fade. Look at the fade in Roku this morning. I completely missed it. Right here. Perfect fade. Nice little VWAP bounce, or a fake out fade as well. Apple. Yeah, Apple's just not really my style. I haven't traded it enough to be confident enough to take any significant position in it. It looks to be in a really nice upward trend, and it looks like the VWAP bounce plays would have worked this morning on it, but it's just not my style. Got my own little. Appreciate the sub, AV8. Welcome to the team, man. Appreciate the subscribe.
Waiting to see the volume come in here. Looking at Starbucks, probably going to try that third try here to break out through the 89 price point.
Let me see what Tesla and Netflix are doing. Usually when I can't find anything to trade, I'll kind of see Tesla and Netflix moving, and I can kind of sometimes get into some trades with those. Netflix looks worse. Tesla doesn't look bad if it pulls back, but Netflix is too sideways. Netflix hasn't been super favorable for my style of trading lately. Tesla, on the other hand, though, I mean, if this one pulls back to 367, I could take a long position there. We're just going to wait for a dip or a pullback. Appreciate the subscribes, guys. 69 and AV8, appreciate the love, appreciate the subscribe. Welcome to the team.
Oh, welcome to the team, guys.
Like I said, we do this every weekday morning for free on YouTube. You know, you can listen to some good music, talk to us as traders, hang out with us, watch us trade. You You know, we do this every weekday morning. Last time we missed a day was over a year ago, so hit the subscribe button, guys. We do have one that we could consider here, which is MU pulling back to the VWAP.
All right, AMAT broke down there, never broke out.
It's just with MU, it's what kind of share size do I want to take? I think 100 shares is reasonable. Ah, man, there it goes. I mean, when it was 05, I was about to jump in with 100. It bounced too quickly. But that was the trade I was looking for. Beautiful little bounce off of MU right at the bottom. That's okay.
Good fade off of Lucky today. Okay.
Yeah, that one did look good. SPY is turning around though. Look at the SPY. Look at this. Look at that. SPY pulling it all the way back down below the VWAP here. We'll see what happens with that one, but we are getting that right now. Gonna look at Roku for a pullback too. So we got a few I'm watching. I'm watching AMD. I'm watching AXSM. I'm watching WDC. And so yeah, I'm looking for a few fades and bounces. AXSM pulls back to the VWAP, I might short it. Tesla pulls back to the VWAP, I might go long. Roku pulls back to the VWAP, I might short it. And those are the 3 or 4 that I'm specifically watching right now. You know, we're just gonna be patient and wait. We already got a little bit of a cushion, about a little bit less than 20 bucks on the day. And so we're just gonna be patient, wait for some good setups to present themselves. Yes, you do, Todd. You know, really, I'll charge you a monthly subscription. You know, Todd, $5 billion per month. You know, but you're guaranteed to make 100 billion. You know, just kidding. Pure sarcasm. Do not take what I say literally. Not an investment professional. Not liable for any losses you take in the market. You always got to make your own assessment and trade responsibly. We are not market professionals. You know. Insert other liability statements. Looking at Roku. Roku pulling back. We'll see if we can short this one on this move. Doesn't look bad. Might start to scale into Roku here with like 10 shares. 20 shares maybe. Jump in with 20 shares there. Risk level in this trade is about 130.70. Oof, man, this one's squeezing up quick on me for Roku. It's actually right at my level. I might add another 10 shares. In with 30 shares now. Trying to get a little bit better average. We'll see what happens. But this looks like a fade for Roku. I'm not going to marry it by any means, though. Like I said, if it breaks 170, I just got to jump out of this one. Still got a little bit of time to let it kind of work though. Pulling back some. We'll see if we can break under that 130 level. What? Alright, yeah, we can break under 130. I'm green in it, but we gotta break under 130. We just need to hold under 130 now, which it doesn't look bad. I'm just going to give it some time. Hopefully it doesn't rip up on a bounce, but... a lot of down wicks there, which means some type of buying pressure. So that might be worse for me. We'll see. I think these levels right here specifically are like the levels to watch. Right here. See if it breaks that. Oh, it did. Alright, getting ready to exit. Like I said, I'm going to use that 70 level as my risk. See if it gets rejected there. See if it gets a quick rejection back below here. Oof. It's looking, it's tough. It's looking tough. I'll say that. About to exit. It's looking tough because 131 is looking like a strong level here. And so I can let it test. But I'm anticipating 131 holding as resistance, and I just gotta get a jump out if it breaks that, I think. And maybe I'm letting it go a little bit past my risk level. Yeah, I'm about to just jump out of this. Too squeezy. Alright, well there's a pullback. I guess I'll let it work, but I'm just in with such small sizing. It's not super significant, I don't think. Alright, well there's down to 70s again. Maybe if it gets rejected back below the VWAP and stays weak, I can risk off of this 131 level, which looks plausible actually. This risk right here. Let's delete these so we can look at those.
Seems like Starbucks not wanting to come back there. Already faded out. Chewy really crashing down there too. Seeing a bunch of these kind of IPOs crashing. D-Dog, CRWD.
Yeah, I might be adding more to my Roku here, just because now it might pull a fake out fade. It's just, I gotta keep a pretty tight risk, but if I risk 30 bucks in the trade, I think that's okay. Getting close though.
Uber and Lyft are up on the day if you guys want to check out those.
AXSM might be pulling back there too. Alright, so here we're back up testing my risk level. I just gotta jump out if it breaks this. Hopefully it's gonna get rejected, but you know, I'm not gonna risk it breaking over 131, and it's not a big enough trade for me to really be super concerned with that level regardless. I should probably just jump out if it breaks and move on with my trading day, I think. Keep everything pretty small for now. It is in this channel, and it has confirmed this level multiple times, and so I think 131 as a risk level is solid. It's just about whether I want to add to this one here or not, and I think I'm just going to let it sit. Alright. Yeah, let me put some music back on. Alright, here we go. Might break. About to get out, probably. I could see it happening.
Alright,
Yeah,
one that I'm watching, guys. PTON bouncing back there.
Roku broke my level. I jumped out. Down less than 15 bucks on the day. I'll take it. Got out right before the squeeze up, which is what I was trying to avoid, and I think a lot of traders are jumping out here. So Roku didn't work out for me, but it's still early. Maybe if Roku pulls down, I might even consider it for a fake out fade. But until then, it's dead to me.
She's a goner.
She's dead to me, man. How dare Roku not work out?
How dare she?
I was kind of expecting the same thing, Vinny. It's just too much risk, man. Like I said, that's what regardless of what happens with Roku now, that's why I set my risk there. Like you could see, as soon as I jump out, it squeezes up like 50 cents. And so that's what I'm trying to avoid by setting my risk there. And it actually worked out perfectly. It gives me confidence in my risk levels for Roku specifically. Now, I'm not saying it's going to continue up. It may actually reverse and go below the VWAP now, but it did confirm what I initially thought about that risk level, and I'm happy that I got out of it regardless of what happens now. I think there's too much of a chance that 131 is going to turn into some support now, and it's going to just keep ripping up. And of course, it could reject and come back down, but in the end, it's just too risky to hold it past that level. So no stress either way. It's like I said, you can't bring me down today. You know, my account's at 1,400 in profit. I'm extremely happy with the growth of my account, and so small wins don't matter, or small losses are, you know, they don't matter. We're just gonna move on. Still a lot of time. You know, we still got about an hour of my prime trading time, so we're just gonna work on that. Maybe get a pullback in AMD. One of the biggest issues with today, though, is that if you look at the SPY, look how sideways the SPY is. The SPY is it's in a channel moving up technically, but it's a very sideways channel for the most part. Like, yeah, it's kind of moving up, but it's mostly just kind of sideways, up and down, and you know, until it really starts to break out of that channel, is, you know, maybe we'll get some volatility then. But for now, SPY is relatively sideways. What about CGC? What's CGC doing? CGC's pulling a red to green move now. Until it pulls back to the VWAP, it's not really a strategy that I trade. We'll see, you know. But until that happens, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it alone. And yeah, I mean, Roku's still ripping up, so glad I got out of it. Still waiting on AMD though. AMD's the big one that I want to trade. I was looking at trading MU as well for the bounce, but you know, missed that one. MI, yeah, I mean, I doubt whatever MIRM is tradable. Whoa, yeah, I mean, he's right though. MIRM, look at this. Parabolic move, going ripping up in the market. Doubt I could trade it, but nice move here for MIRM. I can trade it. So MIRM is tradable for us, and it's going parabolic. Do I want to trade it? Not really. But MIRM, tradable, shortable. If you like those, check that one out.
Alright guys, this one looks like a classic ABCD pattern. I feel like it's on the C move. That usually means that it has one more uplift and then usually dies down. Not recommending anyway, but just seeing what I'm seeing on the pattern. It looks like the ABCD pattern.
Oh man, I just realized that you guys can't really see my full. There we go. My bad, guys. I don't know why I was like that. There we go. Yeah, just gonna wait for some moves here. I'm pretty sure Roku squeezed up. No, let me see. Yeah, Roku squeezed up to 75, which it might get rejected at 75, but I mean, that's just too much risk to hold. Let's look at Tesla.
There's one that looks like a potential squeeze here after it's done a bearish pattern is Lucky.
Look at Tesla, guys. Tesla is just
Tesla ripped today.
Yeah, man.
VWAP bounce play at the open.
Yeah. Beautiful
nice bounce play.
Yeah, for sure. But that
exactly
was just
the way
crazy.
you want to take it. Looking for volume to squeeze here. LK 331. Let's see what happens. Still watching PTON work its way back towards the 3090s and 31s. That one's slowly ticking on up there.
Yeah, it's been halting. Yeah, man. MIRM. Crazy rip, man. Crazy rip. Like over 100% move.
That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Disney up there, VWAP also. Looks interesting.
Yeah, Disney does look interesting, actually. I'm kind of skeptical to short Disney, though. I like The Mandalorian. You know?
There's actually a big option short on it. That's why I think it's kind of flippy today, because a lot of traders saw that there was a over $3 million options trade short on Disney.
Yeah, there goes Roku. Maybe I'll look for a fake out fade if it comes down to 130 or so. But no, Disney, I think a good risk level is 147.30 right there at that top right here. And then you can get in at 147.12. Your risk is what, 28 cents? Or no, 18 cents. And you know, you got a solid reward level, 18-cent risk, big reward of like 30-40 cents down to these lows. So I think those look good. I don't usually trade it, but I think that's what I would look at if I was going to trade it. Maybe I'll take a little bit of Disney, have some fun with it. My risk is like 18 cents. I'll have some fun with it in short Disney. Got kind of hit with the spread, but it is what it is. I'll continue to hold that. Yeah, I'm looking at, that's exactly what I'm looking at it too, Vinny. If it gets below the VWAP, I might start to kind of short into that position there. All right, I added another 100 shares of Disney. Like I said, I've been taking larger swings. I have enough cushion in my account too, so we're gonna look to get a much larger swing here, get a rejection under 147 with 200 shares of Disney.
We'll look at a quick rejection here of 147.19s. If not, it could flush down right here.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in with a few hundred shares of Disney. Just a small trade because the risk is so small that I could take it, but
don't mind the trade at all, man.
Yeah,
Good
it's
trade.
not bad. Like I said, I like this 147.30 risk level, but with the sizing I am, I'll probably get out a little bit early. I'll probably get out if it breaks like 13 or 14. Keep it very small, and see if that'll work. But let's listen to jazz. Make the chat mad at me. There we go. Beautiful move for Disney. See if we can drop a little bit more here. It's at 147. Let's see if we can drop a little bit more down to like 146.90 is my ideal first profit. Problem is that we do have a lot of support exactly where we're at now. So, you know, I'm going to be patient with it. Keep it pretty small.
I don't mind that chart at all, though. It looks nice.
Yeah, really, it just depends if it bounces up to 147.12 or not. I mean, I could always add to it if it does do that, but ideally I'm looking for a breakdown before that.
All right, there's LK breaking above VWAP. Now I would like to see volume come in here at 31 price. Big volume coming in here will definitely shoot it up there. Looking at AMAT, it's starting to get strong here.
There we go. There's 97s. Let's see if we get a breakdown a little bit more here. 95s, 93s. Beautiful. I'll take half off there. Gonna hold this last 100 for potential breakdown under 146.90s down to like 146.80s. That's what I'm ideally looking for with this one. Probably just gonna take the rest off in one big trade. I'm not gonna scale out anymore. Can hold the rest roughly break even, I think, too, if I need to.
Yep. Look for that momentum push right here into the 80s.
Yep. I mean, maybe I'll take 50 more off, and then it just depends on if we can get down to, if we can get that ask price to drop below the 90s, down to the 80s, I'll take another half off. If not, I'll just do a one and done. Anticipating a rejection at this 147 level for the whole dollar rejection, we'll see. Looking at AXSM here. AXSM. Gotta push up. Like I said, I'm gonna hope that this rejection happens right here at the whole dollar of 147. We also have some confirmed levels there prior till today, or prior till right now as well from earlier. Look at AXSM, guys. I don't know if anybody wants to take that fade because the range is kind of huge, but AXSM is moving. So what's everybody else watching, guys? Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. What's everybody else keeping an eye on right now? Here's the whole dollar test for Disney. Can y'all hear the music? Let me know. I'm trying to find good levels for the music. Beautiful rejection right there at the whole dollar. Remember, I drew this line out, and that's exactly where it got rejected. Now we're anticipating this level to hold right here. We just want to see it hold under this 147 level, break this low here at 88, and flush down to like 82s, 81s is where we're going to look to get out the rest if we can get that move. So we're looking to take advantage of a breakdown in this range right here. We'll see if we get it. And if it breaks over this, out of this range, I'm just going to get out, which it might right here.
Okay, trying to break out over that 31, but not having the volume there at that 31. It might break down and do a VWAP fake out fade there. Paying attention closely to it, wanted to reject off that 3106 again. If it gets volume there, it should break out, but we'll see what happens here.
We got down to 91s. Maybe I should have taken profit there. 92s. We'll give it one more try. And then
Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, it's about taking profits. Like,
you know, it looks good, man. I think. What's your average?
I think right here we got a lot of support that I'm worried about. Yeah, there's the bounce. That's it. Like right here at 146.90, you can just see all the support building up, and there's the rip up that I was trying to avoid. So maybe I can add back to it. I might just hold the rest break even. But
yeah, that's what I would do at this point.
Yeah, there's the rip up. See, this is what I was kind of debating with myself. Like I said, I'll let it test this high up here at 147 fully, and then just get out that rest if it does. But like I said, I watched myself whistle the other day on stream. I realized I'm a terrible whistler. I can't whistle at all. You know, it sounds terrible. In my head, it sounds good. You know, apparently I suck at whistling. Good music. Yeah, we play jazz here, bro. Alright, here goes Disney. Almost certainly gonna rip up here. Yeah, I'm gonna get out break even on the rest. This is what I was trying to avoid. I saw the support building up at 146.90, and yeah, unfortunately we just got that squeeze up. Oh well, still green trade. Can't be too upset with it.
All right, there's LK breaking out there to 31.23s. Pullback would be here towards 31.06s. Risk would be 30.90s for a squeeze out push there. Not really my kind of trade there, so I'm just gonna leave that one alone. But I do like it. I like the action.
I'm gonna jump back in Disney here with just 100 shares and maybe add to it as it gets up to 47.11, using a 47.20 as my risk level. So maybe I should have just held those initial shares, but no stress either way. About break even on the day so far, so we're gonna try to get in some better trades.
Watching AMAC get there above 61 there, starting to get some strength. But looking to see if I can get the volume to really break this out here.
Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. Also, guys, if you want to use the same platform that Mitch and I are using, Mitch just opened up an intro package. You can get it for ridiculously cheap by going through our link, and it's one of the better ways that new traders can get involved in the market and actually start to trade stocks. You know, one of the reasons I can buy 100, 200 shares is because my commission for that share size is ridiculously cheap. It's one of the biggest benefits of doing it. And basically, Mitch just opened himself an intro account. And the way that works is you pay for the package. It's $3.99 through my link. And I think the holiday sale is coming up as well. But it's $3.99 through my link, and once you're approved for it, you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's no PDT rules, so you can day trade and short stocks, and it comes with a trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account to trade with. And so I think when you consider that bundle, the fact that new traders can short stocks and day trade with no PDT rule and basically trade a $14,000 funded account for $400 or less, I think it just makes sense. It does operate like a prop firm though, so there's a 70-30 split and there's a max loss of 700, and so if you get the 14K account and you go under 13,300, they close you down. But I think it's just a much cheaper way for new traders to get started, actually trade a live account and learn how to trade without risking thousands like they usually do. And so I think it just makes sense. If you want to check that out, I'll post this link. Great way to help support our channel as well. Of course we're biased in their regard because we post links for them.
All right, one that I'm gonna be watching, John, is Chewy for the VWAP fake out fade. Right now, it's kind of doing that attempted to break out. I would like it to hold beneath 2805s, then get below 2790s.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, Ponzi. I wasn't trying to put you in timeout. I was just trying to delete the comment, and unfortunately, there's no way for me to undo it, bro. So sorry about that. Yeah, my bad. We just don't mention other channels here, and so yeah, if anybody mentions other channels, unless you specifically ask first, I gotta delete it. But my bad. I didn't mean to actually put you in timeout, bro. Yeah, they don't do credit checks, man. Like I said, I think almost everybody's approved for the funded account. So you basically buy the intro package. It's technically a educational package, and then you get to partner with them. And I think a large majority of them, they might make you go through different stuff. Like some people, they may take the full course. Some people, they may make them demo trade for a few weeks, which I think is suggested and preferable as well. You want to learn the platform first. But yeah, I think most people are approved. I think if you're not approved, you can get a refund as well.
There you go. I like that move for you. I think you could hold to that last high, but that's up to you. Looks good now.
Yeah.
Nice rejection. Didn't even get up there to VWAP. That's a good sign. All right, there you go. Disney pressuring down there. We'll see if it knocks it down there for you.
Yeah, it looks good, man. I'm just gonna. I might scale into it if it bounces up.
Let me catch up with the chat. All right. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Catching up with the chat here. Roku, see some Roku talk. Good music. AXSM VWAP reject. I'll take that look. Keenan, does TradeNet? No, definitely not. Credit stores. Wow, they don't care.
Yeah, they're not gonna check your income, and they're not gonna. I can't say for sure, I guess, but I seriously doubt they're gonna check your income or check your credit. I think it's an educational package, and I think that the terms are favorable for them and favorable for the new trader too. So I think everybody kind of wins with it. But I don't think they're not. I doubt they're gonna delve into your credit or anything like that. I seriously doubt it.
All right, traders. Got a question in the chat. Gobi Swiss asking, why is Mitch trading a new account? Did he blow up his big account? No, I still got the student account. Looking to start using that for swing trading more often. But I need to really kind of work into that. But for right now, I'm just going to be focusing on building a small account with you guys. One of the key things that I've seen is that a lot of you guys have been trading intro accounts and struggling. So one of the things is I feel that I could definitely trade an intro account and just trade small sizing with the advantages that TradeNet gives me. And one of the key things is that I want to go ahead and trade that small account, practice my skills, and build that small account up so you guys can see that it's definitely possible and you guys could do it too.
So I added a little bit more to Disney here. I'm down 17 bucks. Like I said, we're gonna risk off of this this 147.20 level, and maybe I'll add a little bit more, but we're gonna anticipate a rejection here at the VWAP, and if we don't get it, we don't get it. That's okay too. But I'm in with 300 shares now. We're right around where my preferred entry is. There's 08. Let's see.
All right, let's see what happens there with Disney right at that VWAP there. Also looking, guys, to see if I'm going to get some strength to come in AMAT again. Looking at the chart, DERM, AUPH, they've all been kind of stationary today. Be careful with those guys. When they're slow moving, they could definitely start getting that momentum really quickly. Seeing a downshift there in Chewy. Remember I told you guys I wanted to see that one reject off of 28.05. It went slightly above that, now rejecting. Need that one to come back bouncing towards 28 and then go back below the VWAP.
So we did get a little rejection here. I'm liking this a little bit more for Disney, but we're gonna let it work here.
Small push there in Disney. Let's see if we get that reject there.
Alright, so we did get a rejection. Yeah, waiting for this move under 147. We'll see what we get. Yeah, SPY looks strong, man. SPY's pushing up, breaking highs here. And so maybe it's bad for my Disney trade, but it's such a small trade right now. We're going to give it time. And just if it breaks 20, maybe I'll get out. But I still got a little bit of room.
All right, watching AMAT reject there. Would like to see some volume come right back in it. We'll see what happens here.
All right, we are getting a squeeze up here in Disney. Like I said, I'm going to use that 20 level as my risk. We're getting close there, getting squeezed up, so I might have to exit here, but we're keeping it pretty small regardless. So yeah, if it breaks 147.20, I'm just going to jump out. Hey, appreciate the subs today. David Marr. Alright, we're at 20. Probably gonna get squeezed out here. Jumped out. That's just a rip I wasn't willing to hold through with Disney. And I like the trade still. I still think it was a good fake out fade. But I think what we're getting right now is we're getting the overall market squeeze up like this. You know, the market's running up. And so I think that's gonna drag a lot of mid and high cap stocks up as well. Looking at WDC here, anticipating a possible bounce is what I'm looking for WDC. But yeah, there's the rip in Disney. Just squeezed up. I think a lot of shorts are going to start jumping out of that too right now. I appreciate the sub, Video News. What's up, bro? Appreciate the sub, man. Welcome to the team. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, guys.
Watching Chewy, guys. Watching Chewy. That one looks interesting also. We get a rejection back below VWAP.
Yeah, there goes Disney rip up, so I actually avoided a huge rip up, so really happy with that exit on Disney. It just squeezed up to 147.39, so great exit there. Avoided a huge move up, so that's why I get out there and keep my risk pretty small on the day. Kind of a so-so day. Maybe I got stubborn trading Disney again, and maybe my original exit where I got out of the first one was probably the better move. But again, I mean, I'm down $60. I made a few $100s on Friday, so we're still down a pretty small amount, and we still got a lot of time. Right now I'm looking at WDC, and I'm still kind of waiting for AMD to pull back. No stress either way though. Huge rip up in Disney. Look at that rip up to 147.50. So yeah, I got out at the right time. Look at this Disney move. Look at that. So perfect exit.
That's quite a rip. Quite a rip through that VWAP.
I got out right here, and so perfect exit right here at 147.20. This was my risk. This is where I got out, and I avoided this huge 30-cent rip. Very happy with that exit. And like I said, I think what's going on is the SPY. I think the market's just ripping up. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at that one, Parm, as well. See if we can pull back to like 79s, and I might take that one. I'm also looking at AMD too. We're gonna wait though. Disney faked me out, and so I think a lot of stuff that are potentially fading are gonna start possibly turning the other way with the market being so bullish right now. And I'm also looking at WDC. Might jump in with a small share size of WDC and then just add to it if it continues to move in my direction. Yeah, sometimes what goes up must come down. Sometimes what goes up keeps going up too. You know?
Yeah, that could be some trouble statement right there.
Yeah, man. Sometimes they keep going up.
Yeah. There's some crazy people out there, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen cops one too many times.
Yeah, man. Me too.
That guy did not go down.
Right. Sometimes they don't. That's right.
You see the cop's face? Like, what just happened?
Wait, what?
Just tased that guy like 5 times. What's going on here?
Sometimes they don't go down.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
One of the things is, guys, always just respect your limits. At the end of the day, guys, we have to respect our key levels. If we don't respect key levels, that's when we start getting into the point where it becomes gambling.
Right.
You got to always think it's not about being right or wrong. It's about taking the trade execution, sticking to the right system, and then just keep doing it.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're just betting off of positive probabilities. Like the man Mark Douglas said, you have a random distribution of wins and losses in the market. You know, so basically, you're gonna get a random distribution. Sometimes you're gonna have positive variance, and you're just gonna be getting lucky sometimes, and you know, every trade you take is good. And I'm not saying that's not based off of skill, but I'm saying that just like poker being a skill game, there are qualities of luck, or there are properties of luck that are in the game itself. And so same thing with trading. Sometimes you're going to take the right trade and it's just not going to work out. And sometimes you're going to take the right trade and, you know, it's just not, even though you did everything right, you're still going to lose money. And same thing with poker. Sometimes you're going to do everything right, you're still going to lose money. And so in the end, it's about betting on those positive probabilities that are in your favor. And just keeping with your system as close as possible, because you know if you're trading the right patterns and you're doing it correctly over the long term, you'll be profitable. You might have short-term variance, so you might have some swings, but over the long term, if you trade it right, you know you're going to be profitable as long as you're trading the right strategies, system, market conditions, etc. Yeah, and I'm getting some fake outs today too. Like specifically, Roku faked me out. I'm getting some good ones. I'd say it's about 50-50 at this point. I'm gonna add another 100 shares to WDC. I'm in with 100 shares now. Like I said, I don't mind adding to it down to around this 45 level, and then just kind of scaling into it with 100 shares. Looking for a rip up to like 58.15 or so right here is where I'm gonna try to take profits. Maybe a little bit before that too. So like right around here. So we'll give it some time, try to let it work, and yeah, just try to stick to my plan.
All right, guys, watching Chewy here. Chewy looking interesting here.
$62s. Oof. I am going to drop. I'm going to add a little bit more here. Like I said, I don't mind scaling in. At a certain point, though, I have to stop scaling and just accept the risk, which is kind of what I'm doing right around the $0.50. I think is where I'm going to keep that at 57.40. I'll maintain that level as my maximum entry, and then try to scale in up to that level if it gives it to me, and then try to take a quick profit once it does move up to justify the risk reward is what I'm looking at right now.
What do you think about Chewy whenever you get a chance? It's looking like a VWAP reject there.
See, for me, my VWAP's at 81, so it's pretty above the VWAP at that point. So I don't like it for the rejection until it breaks below the VWAP, which is down to like 74.
Yeah, it has to come down and reject off this.
Right. Alright, so we did put in a low here for WDC. Alright, we're dropping a little bit more here, still about break even. I mean, I guess I could add another 50 shares to this one, but we're just going to look for this previous level at 56 to hold.
All right, guys, moving into my afternoon kind of strategy here. One thing that I talked about, if you guys didn't catch, we put out a brand new video. Pretty much puts out my complete trading system, exactly how I want to trade, guys, from the morning to the afternoon, the strategies that I'm tackling, and how I'm approaching this intro account. If you guys don't already know, I'm trading an intro account, brand new intro account here, guys, with you. One of the best things is this is a small account, and I'm going to be trading it every single day with you guys, going through the struggles with you guys. I know a lot of traders are out there trading that intro. And so let's get through it together. Let's work at it every single day. Come in here with the same kind of system. That's why I put out the system. You guys can also hold me to my system, as you guys know my rules. You guys know what I'm going to be trading, and that's very important. Was able to open this account, using a family member and working at it. So let's go ahead and let's keep going at it here. Look to see Chewy break down here through the VWAP here, reject off 28, and then we're going to start looking to get what I call the scalping strategy going here. We would have to say it broken down here, and see how it goes to it. One of the things I did kind of use my girlfriend, and my girlfriend will be kind of taking a look into trading here. I know you guys seen John's girlfriend trading, so who knows? Maybe you guys see my girl trading live soon. I want to work with her first, off kind of stream paper trading and working on this. We got the demo account also, and gonna work at it. Just like you guys working at your process, we're gonna continue working.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. We're getting the push towards the 28 on Chewy. If it squeezes here through the 28, it'll just starting to look bullish here, guys. And then we could start seeing it for a bullish pattern later on, but I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. I'm right at the ballpark of WDC where I'm done adding to it, and I'm just gonna have to let it work here. If it breaks down, like I said, I think a good
AXSM fade. Yeah, everyone's shouting that one out, man.
I think I think with the SPY doing what it's doing, I don't want to short anything right now. It's just been
they're just enjoying that chart. That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a classic chart there. One of the things I see there, guys, is that first bounce didn't go to VWAP, so be careful at that level. If you do see volume step in there at 81, I think you got to hold this one very tight at 81. This
it did go to the VWAP on my chart.
Huge range on the AXSM.
It did hit the VWAP on mine. I think ours is a little bit different. Like on mine, it hit the VWAP at 81.27 or so.
Okay.
So I think.
Yeah, my VWAP was up there to 82.55 there.
Oh man, yours is way higher.
Yep, way higher.
Yeah, mine it looks perfect. Like if you see mine, look at this. It's like exactly off of that VWAP. Look at that.
Taking a look now. All right.
Yeah, mine looks pretty close to it. What was I trading before this? WDC. Oh yeah. All right.
How many times ballpark do you see a VWAP bounce on a stock?
A lot.
I didn't understand the ballpark question, but
yeah, I mean, he just means estimate. I mean, a bunch. We see VWAP bounces all day. You know, I see them every day. Yeah.
One of the best ones. One of the best ones that work is a really strong stock that shows a weak opening, and then you see the bag buyers step in there.
Right. Yeah, we can trade it. We can trade MIRM. It's going crazy today too. Look at MIRM, Mitch, if you haven't already. That one looks.
Yeah, I did see that one. Did it do the final? I saw it do the ABCD pattern. That's what I was seeing. So there was the A, the B. When we started looking at it, guys, I called out that could be the C move. There's usually one more attempt to break out, which is called the D move, and usually, at least. By probability wise, it usually doesn't break out after that D move, which was that attempted breakout through the 22 there. You're seeing a quick rejection there from that level. You have 3 resistance to go off of. Just be careful, guys. Whenever you're trading parabolic movers, you have to understand the full range, not just the range of one candle, kind of what I call the ultimate stop out. If you can understand that, then you can trade stocks like this. If you can't understand how to hold yourself to what I call an ultimate stop out, or a level that you're going to hold no matter what, then these are not the stocks you want to be trading, because it can cause you a world of pain and blow right through your capital.
Yep.
So it's all about understanding the trade here. This is a speed trade, a trade worth scalping, and not a trade worth holding unless you have such a small amount of share size that you can hold that risk and be okay with that risk.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
get out there, guys, through the 28 there.
I'm probably gonna get squeezed out of WDC here. I'm getting very close to exiting. I'm gonna let it test the $50, and like I said, I'm down $35 in it, less than $100 on the day. I might be over 100 if it does break, but we're still gonna keep it pretty small. And I really don't start trading my system until about 10 a.m. So hopefully we can rebound. I did rebound on Friday, and I got into a few good trades on Friday. But for now, hopefully this maintains. I guess I'll use this 40 level as my risk, hoping that holds. But we'll give it a second, I guess.
All right, watching DERM take a downturn there. Want to see that one break big through the 85s here.
I'm going to add one more 50 share position. Maybe I'm getting stubborn and just averaging in, though. I will say that. Maybe I'm getting stubborn. The way I thought about it is like, look, if I lose 30 cents a share, which is 10 cents down to my risk at 40, then that's $30 more. $130 loss on the day doesn't seem that unmanageable. And my reward target's huge up here, so I guess I can try to justify it in that regard. But we're going to hope it bounces here. Give it that time to potentially bounce and try to help our average there as well. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So our average is 61. So yeah, we still got a lot of time. Hopefully we can get a rip above that. There we go. It's a little bit better. I like the bounce at the $half though, so hopefully it holds. But also, guys, go check out Trade Ideas, best scanners in the game. You can use promo code BT15 at checkout, get 15% off Trade Ideas. And like I said, I think Trade Ideas can basically pay for themselves if you're a good enough trader and you know how to make it work. And so I'll check this. I'll post this link here. You can go check it out. Like I said, best scanners in the game. If you appreciate the scanners that we're using, you can go check out Trade Ideas and get 15% off of their products. There's the link if you want to check that out.
Not seeing much out there right now, guys.
Yeah, it's been a tough day. I've been getting faked out a few times today. Like, I know I got faked out with a fade on Disney, on Roku. If this one doesn't work, faked out on a bounce on WDC. So, tough day, really.
Yep. One of the things is also I just been kind of really trying to respect the charts right now. Waiting for bullish or bearish trends for even think about getting into trades, not trying to jump into stuff, and it's actually saving me. Was looking at Chewy there, didn't jump in, pushed right back up, just holding there at those levels. Looking at AMAT to come back, it never came back. AMD just holding tight, not doing much right now, and not seeing really much move. One of the things is it is December time, late December time, when traders start getting on vacation time, so just gotta look for big moves. If there isn't, then just let it go.
All right, so here I'm probably gonna get stopped out of WDC here. Very close to exiting. Like I said, if I can keep it under $150 loss on the day, maybe I can rebound on the day, but we're getting very close to getting stopped out. And so ask price is pretty low, bid price is low. And if we get squeezed down, we can get squeezed out big. So I think I just got to exit pretty close to this. We're going to let it try the VWAP once. But like I said, if it ends up squeezing down, no worries. We just got to get out. One more second. Testing my risk right now, and testing my risk. Alright, I'm out. It broke my risk. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Kept it under $150 loss on the day so far, though. Like I said, Friday I made like $300. Thursday I made a solid amount too. And so no stress either way. I'll probably end up closing it down right now. It's getting pretty late. It's almost 10 o'clock. So I'll try to work on my system by myself. If you guys want to follow along, like I said, I did trade more on Friday and I record everything. So if you guys want to see Friday's trades, here they are.
Definitely, guys.
Check it out. I'll post this link. Here's my trading. And after the stream on Friday, you can see I made another $100 and something win. Let me see. You can see that. Look. So I'll record everything. So if I do get into some more trades, yeah, Friday I had a $240 day. It looks like $243 day. So yeah, I record everything. There's my trades after the stream. If you guys can see that, you should be able to. And so we'll see if we can pull it around and end up rebounding today. Not going to be guaranteed. Maybe I'll hang it up. We'll see. I'll give myself some time.
All right, guys. One thing I'll definitely say, if you haven't already, definitely check out our video that we put out this weekend. It's a great video explaining how I'll be trading that intro account and how you guys can also get your own intro account. Definitely check it out, guys. It's a really uh, high quality platform. Allows me to short and long. I'm gonna be trading both strategies, guys, longs and short. If you actually watch the video, you'll see me explain every single kind of timing also that I've actually implemented in my trading. I think timing is very important. And one of the things is you guys are going to see me going with low share size, using share sizes at the open, like 100 to 250 shares. And then as we get towards the afternoon time, I'll be taking bigger swings and using like 300 to 500 shares and taking that one-to-one trade and building on that. One of the best things is TradeNet, even if I do take up to 300 or 500 shares, I'll only be using commissions up to about $5 on that. So if that's going to be my commission rate, I'm more than okay with that. In and out at 250 shares, it's only going to be $3 in commission. And so that's kind of the sweet spot that I'm going to be pushing for. At the end, guys, this is giving me 14,000 in buying power, no PDT, an ability to short. You guys can see my account right here, guys. I don't know if John has my account up, but right now we're at 13,988. We took a small loss here, $12 loss, but we're going to be working our way up. As you can see, 14,000 in buying power, even 13,988, more than enough buying power to get these stocks that we're trading. We're going to be limiting our risk, trying to keep our losses down underneath $60, try to get our win days to be above that 60, closer towards the $100 range, and trying to get that 2-to-1 return. If we can stick to that, guys, we'll be able to be consistent. Like I always say, guys, consistency doesn't really come from one trade. It comes from execution and trying to do your strategy day in and day out with somebody that can give you advantages. TradeNet gives me that advantage that I can trade long and short, not have to locate shares on the short side, just focus on trading the stocks that I want to trade right now and build this account. So definitely check it out, guys. We'll go ahead and put up the link here in the description. And if you guys want to stick with us as we trade later on in the afternoon, definitely get in the Discord if you haven't already. The Discord is how we keep up with you guys, how you guys can keep up with us, and all the other traders that we have in the Discord. Have more than 1,000 traders in there to talk to about trading. So if you guys want to be in a chat room where you guys can talk about trading and see positions later, definitely check out our Discord.
Yeah, I mean, talking to Vise here, Vise is talking about it. I think that there are some fees. There's $1.50 per trade minimum, Vise. And so if you get in with like 200 shares and the 0.006 cents, really it equals out to about 0.0075 per trade. If it doesn't equal out to $1.50 per trade minimum, then they automatically charge you $1.50 per trade. And so the minimum that you're going to pay for commissions is $3 per round trip. Okay, that's the minimum. And $1.50 in and $1.50 out. That's the minimum you're going to have to pay. But I mean, like I said, I think that's objectively cheap. If you look at it like, okay, so if you buy 200 shares of a stock, right, you basically need to make 2 cents basically to compensate for commissions. 2 cents to compensate for commissions if you take 200 shares, and so I think it's very cheap, and I think that that's one of the ways that you can get around and you can trade small. Yeah, and so I think with other stuff you got to look at the spread as well, Vise. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Oh yeah, I'll post the Discord link. My bad. Here's the Discord link if y'all want to check it out. But yeah, I think that there is a $1.50 per trade minimum if that's what you're talking about, Vise. If not, like, keep messaging me, bro. I'll try to help you. I'll try to see what happened. But yeah, best thing to do is really to reach out to them. And anything that I didn't go over, they'll probably explain that a little bit better. But yeah, here's the Discord link if you guys want to join that. Yeah, like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell. And like I said, we've been growing by a crazy amount lately. I really appreciate the support, team. Really appreciate the love and the support. Hold on one second. Let me see how many likes that we have today. Remember, guys, we day trade live on stream every weekday morning for free right here on YouTube. We are not experts or gurus, guys. We're just not. We're a free resource and community to help new traders learn and to try to teach them what we've learned along the way, so to speak. And so, again, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, if you could take the time to. Also, guys, go check out our website. We've got a great website that goes over a lot of cool stuff. All of it's free. You know, we don't charge for anything. Everything we put out there is free. And so if you check this out, here's the link to our site. Like I said, we got a lot of cool stuff here. We got a free day trading course. We've got full strategy breakdowns. You know, there's our courses. Like I said, it's all free. You know, we just try to teach people what we learn. Day trading strategy breakdown. So like I can go to strategies here and we can like look at long patterns, short patterns, you know, whatever you want to see in the market. You know, we can go to short patterns here and you can look at the VWAP fade. We got breakdowns, you know, the different steps to succeed with the VWAP strategies that we use. We have broker reviews. We got a lot of cool free stuff for new traders to take advantage of. And so I'll be sure to post this link here. And again, go check us out. Great way to help support our channel is just visiting our site, you know, and I'll post that link here, like I said. Alright, here, I am in a trade right now. Let me throw this up.
You guys could do us a favor, hit that like button.
Alright, so look, guys, I just made my money back on what was it? WDC. Sorry. Sorry. You can see my account right here. Let me make sure you guys can see this. So yeah, I nailed the bounce. I was frustrated. I got faked out of it, but I just nailed this bounce and brought myself from $130 down to $20 on the day. Gonna scale out the rest here. I'm only holding 200 shares left, and so I did want to catch that so you guys could see it. Like I said, you can see my P&L. Made most of my money back from that original loss on the trade, and actually have myself up so far on WDC $30 or so. But yeah, we'll hold the rest close to break even, maybe a little bit early. We are getting a dip, but we're gonna try to hold it for a big breakout, testing these highs way up here. Like I said, 58.15 is right around where I wanted to get out the rest, and so I don't mind holding these, see if we're going to get a move back up there. But yeah, not bad. Just made about $100, banked about $100 so far, and we're going to let the rest work. But yeah, I mean, like I told you guys, most of the time when I start to take my swings, it's right around 10 o'clock market time, so it's right around now. And yeah, so I mean, this is what I do is I usually just kind of wait and find some good setups later on in the day and trade my strategies, take some swings. So yeah, I mean, I'm down $35 on the day. We'll see what we can get, less than $30 down, and should be a fun rest of the day. Like I said, I'm gonna let this last 200 shares work, but hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll update you guys in the Discord. Can I copy trades? No, you can't.
Yeah, like I said, I would prefer you use your own strategy.
we are not going to give you stock picks, bro, and we are not investment
That's not what we're about, man.
Yeah, man, we're not those guys. You know, we're not the guys.
Never will be, guys.
Yeah,
never will be.
We just teach you guys what we do, and we teach you guys what we learn along the way. But our goal is not for you to copy our trades, and we would actually prefer you guys did not copy our trades.
Yeah, especially alert systems. We are complete against alert systems. Yeah. You'll never see us give out an alert system ever. I don't think I'll ever do that because it doesn't work that way, guys. Trading doesn't work that way. It's not just as simple as alert me and I trade, because if it was alert me and I trade, I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys every single day.
Yeah, alert systems, what happens a lot of the times with alerts and like stock picks is that they front load on the stocks. They get in early and then they tell everybody, oh, I'm gonna buy this stock, when really they're already in that stock, and then all of their subscribers and followers end up pumping that stock up, and then they unload their shares and bank, and then some of the followers are left holding the bag and just getting hit in that, and so that's
they use good charts. They use good charts to front load, like you're saying. You see the chart, see the pattern, front load on it, then tell everyone to get in it.
Right. Yeah, and that's
just a trick, guys.
Yeah, that's what happens to new traders. I'm gonna exit a little bit more of my position here. I'm only holding 100 left. Got myself pretty close to break even on the day, less than $10 down. I'm gonna hold this for a potential move up here. Looking really good. We'll see if I could get break even on the rest. I guess I'll hold for the rest of this trade. But I'll take it. You know, like I said, nailed the bounce. This was the original bounce I was trying to get. and was able to nail it, fortunately, and not, get faked out there. I jumped right back in. Maybe I got stubborn with it, but this is what I was trying to do. We'll see if I can get up another 5-10 cents, then I get myself to break even on the day. That's what we're really shooting for here. So we'll let it work. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll update you guys in the Discord how I do here if you guys want to join our Discord and kind of follow along with what kind of trades I make now. I don't know, guys. What do you want? You want me to keep it going? Like I'll probably take a few more trades if you guys want to see me. It's 10 o'clock. We still got some time. So if you guys want me to keep it going, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to transition to taking some of my trades on stream instead of always trading off stream for my system. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'll keep it going if you guys want to stick around. Completely up to you all. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people end up getting stuck. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the trading world is filled with potholes that traders have to dodge. You know what I mean? It's extremely difficult for new traders to navigate through the world of trading. And like I said, some people hate on TradeNet, and, like, I get it. But TradeNet is the cheapest way that a new trader can get started. Most of the time, new traders deposit thousands of dollars into a conventional package, and they end up losing all of that. Let's just be honest. Most traders are going to lose. It doesn't matter where they go. And so it's like you could either deposit thousands and lose that, or you can actually get a course, get a demo account to trade with, get a funded account with a live account that you could potentially make money on. I mean, I just don't see the downside in that. And I think it introduces new traders to the market for a cheap price. And regardless of what people want to say about it, I think it makes a ton of sense for the new trader because it allows them to get started in the market for very cheap, unlike almost every place else. And so I think if you think about it in that way, it makes a lot of sense. And you got to have the right expectations. If you think you're going to grow an intro package to $1 million, you're probably wrong. But if you look at it like, okay, I can get involved in the market, I can trade a real account, get used to trading, learn how to trade, gain some necessary experience, take the course, paper trade, all of that stuff for pretty cheap, then it's a good deal. And I think it makes a lot of sense. Mitch, you gonna stick around with me or what? Let me see if people even want me to stick around. Yeah,
that's fine.
All right. Yeah, here's the link if you want to check it out.
But yeah, here, guys.
This is when I usually take my trades anyway. I'll probably get out the rest here if it breaks below this, but was able to nail that one. And
one of the things is once we get around this time, guys, is when we need to really focus in, and with that, you might hear a little bit more silence, but it's because we're nailing cent by cent here. At this time, we're scalping, and when we're scalping, it's not so much just wait and see. It's real quick trades. We get in, and we look for the move, the momentum push. If we don't get it, we get out.
Yep. All right, I ended up exiting my last little bit of WDC. And like I said, that was a beautiful trade where I made over $100 and brought myself to roughly break even on the day. And we'll see what else we can find. I'm going to try to be patient with it and just kind of hang out. Now, usually right now is when I'm just kind of waiting for the good setups. And so you'll help me hang out and we'll talk about some stuff. But for now, I'm just going to kind of hang out and, watch for some trades. We could just kind of BS until then, until we find something.
Yep.
So how about my man, Joe Burrow, winning the Heisman Trophy? Yes, sir, winning the Heisman Trophy. Joe Burrow, LSU. That's right, go Tigers. I think Clemson's going to be a tough game, though, if they make it past Ohio State. I think Clemson's
I'm just happy I made it to the next round.
Huh?
I made it to the next round in my little fantasy league.
Yeah, I think Burrow won the Heisman Trophy by the largest margin in history.
Yeah, that's good news.
God, man. It's good news for my home state, man. I'm from Louisiana.
Do you think he'll be a bust?
You think he's going to be a bust? What?
Do you think?
Oh, no.
He will be a bust.
No. I think he's going to go first round. And I think he's going to be a la Cam Newton, is who he really reminds me of.
I just hope the Dolphins don't get him.
Honestly, I just hope. Why? You don't like the Dolphins?
No, I do like the Dolphins.
Oh.
I just want a running quarterback. I want that guy from
He is
Clemson,
a running quarterback,
Lawrence.
man. Have you seen Joe Burrow?
I don't think
That's what he does. He runs.
I don't think he's as
scrambles.
mobile. I don't think he's as mobile as people think. We'll find out.
He's a la Cam Newton, bro. He's Cam Newton.
Do you think he's
2.0, bro.
Deshaun Watson?
I'm just saying, he's Cam Newton 2.0, man. He scrambles really well. If you don't think he's a running quarterback, you haven't watched him, man, because that dude, he gets out of some tricky situations, and he scrambles really well and can run it in on him. He's tough. Like I said, he reminds me of Cam Newton. Burrow's probably like 6'2", I'm guessing. I'm not sure. He's big. He's a big quarterback.
There's also the Alabama quarterback coming out, Tua.
Tua? Yeah, but Tua, we don't even know what Tua's going to do because Tua got hurt. And so Tua has a choice here. He's a junior, and so he can either go back to Alabama for another year and risk getting injured again. But if he does make it through the year and they have a great year, then Tua's probably going to go first round. Or he can enter the draft this year, and while he might not be as high as he once was because of his injury, he's still almost certainly going to get drafted at a solid position, and he's going to lose some money if he goes to the draft this year, but he's going to eliminate that risk of playing a full year and potentially getting injured again. And so that's what we're looking at with Tua. And so Tua's got a decision to make. I like Tua too. I think Tua's a great quarterback.
Yeah. It's going to be a big decision for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Because I think Tua's going to go to the second quarterback. I think he's going to go to the NFL.
I think if he goes, it's going to be at a much worse position for the draft. I think he might go third round. If he, maybe he gets ahead of that. But I think considering his injury,
people buy the quarterback talk all the time. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I like Tua. Don't get me wrong. I think Tua's a great quarterback.
My boy Bortles was drafted in the first round.
Yeah. Right. See that?
I used to drink with Bortles at the bar.
MVP doesn't even care, just wants the wins. Who are you talking about? You talking about Lamar Jackson? Yeah. I think Jackson is one of the best players there's ever been. I'll say that. I think that Burrow, the biggest concern you have is how it translates over to pro ball, because you got a lot of busts. A lot of people are comparing Joe Burrow to Johnny Football, to Manziel, and I think that's a good comparison. I really do. I think that's a good comparison. I hope he's not a bust like Johnny Manziel was, or even Tebow. Tebow was a bust, and I do think they did Tebow dirty though, because Tebow was solid, man. Tebow won so many games for the Broncos, and for them not to re-sign him, that was messed up. I'll say that.
We still like him here in Denver.
Tebow? Yeah, Tebow's the man, bro. I like Tebow, man. Tebow's a gangster. You can't hate on Tebow.
Yeah, we like him here in Denver. We'll still drop a knee from our boy.
Yeah, for sure. Tebow's the man, But,
JPM on a big dip. I'll take a look. That's just a pullback to view app. It's not really too big of a dip. When you look at big dips, try to look back on a bigger time frame and see if it can match one of the bigger candles. Because if you get a 1 minute candle to match kind of like an hourly candle, that's a big move. All right, man. Not seeing much out there right now. Seeing Disney come right back down, but really not hold anything. Looking around to see if there's any trades, but not seeing much, guys.
Yeah, we'll see what JPM does. I'm also looking at WDC. But yeah, Jackson's good, man. Jackson, I think he'll go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks in history. I think, obviously I'm a Saints fan, and I thought that last 49ers game was dirty. But Breeze is looking good. I think Breeze is just getting old. And I partially believe that they should try Teddy. They should throw Teddy in the mix, because Teddy did well, man. Teddy did well. He beat the teams that he played. Bridgewater beat the teams that he played in a more dominant fashion than Breeze has been. And I like Breeze, but I think they should give Teddy a shot. And I think that, of course, Breeze is being one of the greatest QBs in the game. You know.
All right, AXSM. Everyone wants to know.
I'm waiting for
What's gonna
AXSM to
happen?
come back below the VWAP. It's still at my VWAP's
Yeah,
right
where's
around
your
here
VWAP at on that one?
Mine's at 79.30, and so I gotta
All
wait
right,
for that
mine's
move
at
back below it.
80.26.
Yeah, because mine it's still well above the VWAP, and
The problem with
I need it to drop.
AXSM, guys, is if you look at the spread, do you want to instantly be down about 34 cents? You have to make that decision. Is that worth it to you? How much can you risk at being down 34 cents immediately? Can you risk $1.50 here with the share size that you take? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself before you take a trade like this. And if you don't understand the range in AXSM, you can put yourself in a world of hurt real quickly, guys. You get in there, next thing you know, it pops 30, 40 cents against you. And if you use way too big share size, you immediately get out and see it go in your direction. It's not the way you want to take the approach. Understand that you need to give this one a little bit more range and a little bit more, a little less sizing so that you can get that range.
Yeah, so the person that's questioning, he says, wait, with no PDT, I have to pay commissions, play plat. All right, guys, hold on 1 second, please. My bad. But yeah, no, so to touch on what this guy said, so basically he's saying, please explain your advertised platform. They're giving you 14,000 in buying power to trade with no PDT rule. It comes with a trading course, demo account, chat room access, plus more for less than $400. Even your max loss is $700, almost twice as much than you're actually paying for it. And so to act like that's not a good deal and to act like, oh, you're going to have to split some of their profit with them. Oh no, you know, they're giving you 14,000 in buying power to trade with. Like, ridiculous, man. Like, people are so, like, entitled in trading. It's ridiculous, man. You know, like I said,
they just expect to have it given to them.
Right, like, oh, okay, so you want them to give you all that and then let you keep all your profit, and you know what I mean? Like, come on now, bro. Like,
And he wants no commission also.
right, with free commissions too. Like, listen, man, you're getting around the PDT rule. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, come on now, man. Don't be desperate, bro. Like, people try to hate. People trust. Like I said, trading can make people super emotional, and people might lose an
That's
account.
how it goes.
And like,
It's
you know,
common.
it is what it is. Check Disney. Let me see. Yeah, I'm waiting for some pullbacks that I'm not
There's
getting.
AXSM hitting the resistance, guys. The resistance of that candle that it pushed up on the first one.
Yeah, Disney's
Just
too
broke through it with 20 cents of a range. This is why I told you guys, if you guys don't understand that the spread can move 20 or 40 cents there, just to kind of stop people out that have stops activated, that's how you instantly just get stopped out. And then you're like, what happened there?
What's going on? Yeah.
Market makers will stop you out instantly in a stock like this, especially if you're able to stop just slightly above where the resistance is.
I'm looking at Disney's too sideways for me. Like, if we look at Disney here, look at the sideways. Like, look at it in the bigger picture of Disney. Just looks sideways until it starts breaking highs. I don't really like it, and you know, you can see it's been confirming this high up here. So until it actually breaks through that, I just don't like Disney.
All right, big sizing on AMAT might get in here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I like. I mean, I'm still waiting. But I'm gonna look at Tesla. Netflix, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not seeing anything I really like. Nothing's really pulling back to the VWAP. It's all... we got a lot of stuff that looks really strong. Like Netflix, Tesla, you know, CGC looked like a good bounce, so I'm glad I didn't take that one. We just got a lot of stuff, AMD, you know, MU, and so we got a lot of stuff that's looking really strong, but none of it is really pulling back to the VWAP, and so we're just gonna have to wait. The closest one is WDC, which I've already traded. The shorting is nice because I trade TD Ameritrade, and it seems like most stocks are hard to borrow. Yeah, and that's one of the benefits too. Like I said, nothing's going to be perfect for you. Like, no broker is going to, you know, have completely your best interest at heart. Like, they all have their pros and cons. And Taps and TradeNet have a lot of pros for new traders. Like I said, it operates like a prop firm. And so that's what you got to think about it in, is that it operates like a prop firm. You know, you get 70-30 profit split. So you're going to have to share your profit with them if you make profit. If you don't make profit, they're not going to take that out. Your commissions are objectively cheap relative to most other commissioned platforms. There's just a lot of benefits. And I think that you got to understand that nothing's going to be perfect. You know, it's just not. And expecting it to is not a reasonable expectation. But I think if you're a new trader and you have the option of depositing thousands into a conventional platform and almost certainly losing that as a brand new trader, or getting started for much cheaper, for, like I said, for $400 or less, getting a decent amount of buying power, you know, even if you want to swing trade, I know you can't use over a certain amount of buying power, but I'm pretty sure you could swing trade there too if you don't use all your buying power to do it. And I think there's just a lot of benefits for new traders. It's going to save new traders money, is really what it's going to do, because I think, to be fair, I think most traders are probably going to lose their account with Taps and TradeNet as well. But when they lose a TradeNet account, they're losing $400. If they try to go the conventional route and deposit thousands into a conventional platform to get the same equivalent of buying power, then you're going to lose thousands of dollars. And so I think that it's objectively cheap, and it's much less risk for a new trader to take, I think, if that makes sense. And obviously,
all right, guys,
we're biased.
Trying to get in here for AMAT here. Need a small pullback here.
And obviously, we're biased because I post referral links. But if you want to help support us, it's a great way. And do your research, though, because again, I'm sure I'm biased in that regard. So.
All right. Just got in there, guys. 200 shares. Risking off 66. Want to see the volume just increase here. Saw a lot of volume put up there on 76 and 77s.
No, Mitch is long. What do you guys think of Starbucks? Let's take a look. Man, beautiful fades in Starbucks today. Beautiful fades. It's too late.
66 is the risk, guys.
It's too late, but beautiful fades at Starbucks.
10-cent risk here.
Starbucks has gotten on my chart exactly down to the VWAP, exactly back to the VWAP twice, and perfect fades both times. So maybe Starbucks is one I'm gonna have to start watching, because that one faded great today. That beautiful chart.
All right, there was a big seller in the 74s and 76. They kept showing up with 100 shares on BATS. So that's the real shares that I need to see come right back in here. If he could step up, he'll push this right back up to 61. So let's see what happens here.
I'm watching CGC specifically for where the previous closing price is. I think that's going to dictate what I do. But looking at the previous closing price, which is at right around 68 or so.
All right, just got to hold tight here, guys. Want to see this break out through the 76s. There you go, 76s showing up there. Need to see big size and jump in here. All right, guys, don't want this to come back down below the 70s now. It's been pushing up here on the top of it. We need to see it break out here. A lift into the 76s would be nice on the opening of the next candle. There's some volume. You got to hold tight here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for some pullbacks. I'm not seeing any right now.
Yeah, not much out there right now.
Yeah.
You could look at maybe Chewy for a long term, but
Yeah, I just don't like much that I see right now. WDC was the best little bounce that I caught. Now it just doesn't look favorable.
all right, guys, in 2 minutes we'll get a new 5-minute candle and a new 1-minute candle right here. We want to see it push up there.
CMEG wants 2 IDs, proof of address and proof of income. Yeah.
We're just trying to watch their backs, guys.
Yeah, for sure. They don't want somebody
That's
taking
all
a
it is.
massive loss and then running, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is, guys.
Yeah, WDC.
Like we always talk about, guys, there's always strengths and weaknesses to every single
Right, 100%.
broker. It doesn't matter what you do. There's going to be strengths and weaknesses.
Right. And I think that, like, the reason I like TradeNet and Tefs is because if you look at what they push, like, they're not sleazy about their promotion, man. They're not pushing Lambos, and they're pushing, you know, they're pushing, like, we'll teach you how to trade, and I can respect that. They also stream every day, and so I respect anybody that does that because most people don't, and they don't for a reason. Like, the people that you do see streaming, a lot of the time, like, they'll, you know, a lot of the time they'll just kind of show you scanners, or they'll show you a chart, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm in this stock. It's like,
All right,
sure
guys.
you are, buddy. You
Just
know?
got to watch this here. Under 66s gets me out.
But with Tefs and TradeNet, they actually show their trades, and so for that, I can respect them, you know. Hey, and I appreciate the subscribes. We did get a bunch of subs. I'm about done.
All right, guys, might have to get out here.
Maggie, appreciate
Get
the
a
sub.
test.
Welcome to the stream, Maggie. Appreciate the sub. Hey, bub. Hey.
There's 65s. Anything fills, I'm gonna get out. Hand on the out.
I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. Iavo, appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the team, man. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day, right here on YouTube for free every weekday morning.
All right,
So
guys.
hit
Show
the
you guys
subscribe
what I'm
button.
seeing here. Gotta hold towards that 66, 65s. Just could swing around above 70s. We could get some lift. Just gotta stay in it. Watch it here.
I'm looking at AMRN maybe if it squeezes back. Just got a huge range on the day.
Yeah, big range.
Yeah, I mean, I might close it down after you get out of this one, regardless of what happens, and then just find something. I'm just not seeing anything I really like right now. I'm just not. There's nothing that looks that good for me. So, like I said, if you guys want to know what I'm watching, I'm waiting for AMRN to pull back. I'm waiting for maybe AMD to pull back to the VWAP, and that's about it. I mean, there's not really much else. Maybe MU, same type of thing. Maybe AXSM, if it gets rejected below the VWAP, I'll short it, but that's a long way to go. And so for now, I'm just kind of hanging out. You know.
Like Dean's approach. When you go to the bank and you try to get a loan, you think they're gonna give you no interest? It's just funny, man. It's just how it is. And it's usually people that don't have any capital to trade with that are usually making these comments. Why they're making these comments is because you just feel that everyone's working against them. And if you have that mentality, you really need to take a break from trading, kind of get back into what you really want in life and what you're looking for and what your goals are. Because like John and I are here, we're not here for any one day of profits or any one day of losses. We're here to stick through and get through the thick and thin, keep working at our process and show you guys how that experience and working through that process gets you to consistency.
Yep. Exactly. Wait, you hear
I'm
two
a
people?
ghost.
No, dude, there's not two people in here. It's just me, right? There's nobody else talking. I'm
ghost,
talking to
man.
myself, bro. You know? Maybe it's a
I'm a
ghost.
ghost.
Yeah, man, it might be a ghost, bro. Where's this other guy? I don't hear him. You know, present yourself, sir. No, yeah, man, that's my partner, Mitch. You act like we're doing something wrong here. Who's this other guy talking? You know? How dare he talk to us? Calm down, bro.
All right, guys. Now we got to hold towards 70 as our stop out. Now that we got in this lower touch here, now we just want to see the momentum start pushing it back.
Appreciate the sub. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support.
Now I can start looking for this number to hold. Like to see some drive here. Remember, this is the last time that we got stopped up here at 77, 76s.
This is real life decisions. Keep it up, guys. Working for me. Nice, Keith. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate it, man.
DERM, guys, shooting up there. DERM now up there to 1335. Parabolic mover moving, guys.
Maybe we're going to get a pullback in AMD, and maybe we're going to get a bounce back in AMRN. That's what I'm waiting on for both of those. Maybe we're going to get a rip above the BWAP for WDC. Wish you'd hang a while, get through lunchtime. Oh, man, I mean, listen, bro.
I gotta eat too, man.
I'm a short-term day trader, bro. If I wanted to sit there and work all day, I'd get a regular job, man. You know, the whole point is that I could be done by 10 o'clock and go enjoy my day, brother. You know,
Man, get hungry.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I get hungry too, bro. Like honestly, you don't want to see me if I don't eat breakfast by noon. If I don't eat breakfast by noon, I am upset, bro. I'm the worst.
Exactly.
Person.
They don't realize we're not morning people. We don't eat much in the morning. So.
Oh, I don't eat much in the. I love mornings. I will say that I am a morning person. I love mornings, but what I don't do is I don't eat in the mornings.
Yeah.
I don't eat at all.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I agree with you, John. I can't do it.
I don't
can
get
drink
hungry
some coffee.
at all. Yeah, and it's actually good for you to fast that first half of the day, though. So it's actually good for you to fast like that. It really is.
But the key is you got to get something in by noon.
Right. That's what I usually eat at 11:30 or so, and I fast.
Yeah, you don't get anything in before noon, and then you start getting that hangry feeling.
Man. That's how it goes, bro. I'm not hungry at all until about 11:30, and then I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. Yeah.
Have you ever been hangry at the market?
Oh, 100%, man. 100%.
Happens all the time, man. If you notice you start getting a little queasy while trading, that might be you're hungry, man.
Get you some food. All right, Mr. Glitch, have a good day, bro. See you tomorrow, man.
You know, one thing that people don't think about a lot of times is sleeping and kind of your mood overall matters so much.
Oh, definitely, especially in trading, right? Like I get it. Like if sometimes I will say this, sometimes you'll hear Mitch get a little bit more emotional during trading, and a lot of the time, like I know Mitch well enough as my partner in this that like if Mitch works overnight and like comes home and like immediately starts trading, he's gonna be in a worse mental mood. You know what I mean?
I can't
Same
handle
thing with
as
me.
much.
Right. Same thing with me. If my kids keep me up all night and then I trade the next day, I'm mad when I lose. And I'm usually, like you guys could see, I'm usually pretty easy about it. If I lose, I'll make fun of myself, I'll joke around. But there's sometimes if I don't get enough sleep, I'm just in a terrible mood, and like any loss will just make me super upset. You know, so you gotta get to the market with the right mentality, and sometimes, you know, that gets all of us sometimes, you know what I mean?
I agree with that. I agree with that outlook completely. You know,
sure.
That's one of the things I made the rules, guys. You guys should think about this also. I think one of the best things to do is if you're noticing yourself being any point emotional, start learning how to control those days. Those are the days that destroy accounts. Those are the days that you need to learn to get around if you want to stick around and be consistent.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at Bank of America. I don't mind that bounce. It's also the whole dollar, which is something I talked about historically. I might buy 200 shares, try to scale into this one.
All right, guys, this might break 69 here on the downside, and I'll get out. Needs to hold
shares.
here, higher lows, so don't want it to come back down to 66s here. We'll hold to 69 on the bid side.
But yeah, I like that one, so appreciate that. The reason I like Bank of America... the reason I like Bank of America is because it's the whole dollar as well. It's like right above the whole dollar, and so hopefully that can hold some support. It's also the opening range high, and so it kind of lines up with what I look for. We'll see what we get with it, but the problem with Bank of America is that the range is very tight, and it's a small range stock. I'm going to have to take bigger position size and ultimately be less greedy and try to get less from it because the range is tight, probably a huge float from what the level 2 shows.
I'm laughing in the chat. Fade Mitch after Mitch trades after work.
Huh? What? Where? Maybe I'm missing
Fade
it.
Mitch. Short Mitch.
Who said that? Oh, yeah.
I like it,
Short
Vinny. You
Mitch
might
when he
just
trades
win,
after
man.
work. Yeah.
You might just win, dude.
Right. Yeah, I think every trader, as a new trader, tell me I'm lying. Every trader as a new trader has done so poorly that they legitimately have this idea, right? As a new trader, every new trader genuinely ponders this. Maybe I'll just take if I have this idea and I'm like, okay, I think that's going to go up, instead short it, because you're so wrong all the time that if you just do the opposite of what you're doing now, you might make money. Every trader has had that like pondering thought as a new trader. They're like, okay, I'm losing so much.
That one's the hard one.
If I have
a hard one to go through.
Yeah, man. It's like if I have an idea and if I think that stock's going to go up, I should just short the stock. If I think the stock's going to drop, I should just long the stock. Do the opposite of what I really think. You know?
Yeah.
And every trader goes through that as a new trader, I think. I've been there. I've been like, man, I'm just going to do the opposite of what I do because I suck. You know, I'm just going to start, doing the opposite. I think every trader's gone through that.
This is when I around this time is when I'm really using multi-time frame trades. I'm looking at them on 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. I want to understand the trades, guys. I want to know them on multi-time frame, where the volume can be coming back in to trade. That's why I took it up here at 76. Kept seeing this bottom action at 70, and it's a good risk to reward, and that's why I take this trade.
Yep.
At the end of the day, what we want to do is take tight risk to reward around this time, scalp our way up. I'm not looking for it to go up there to 6140s. That would be, in my eyes, illogical. But a move towards 61 and 6110s, that's definitely capable.
Right. Yeah, see, it's not just you guys. Every trader goes through it 100%, man. Every trader does so poorly, especially as like a new trader sometimes, that they're like, look, I'm just going to do the opposite of what I think. You know, if I think it's going to go up, I'm going to short it. If I think it's going to go down, I'm going to long it, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to go through.
Yeah. Yeah, for
All right,
sure.
guys, want to see this hold 70 now, guys. 70 on the downside, 6-cent risk, looking for a move up there to the 90s. It would be a 15-cent gainer. So,
Oh, man, my back's injured today, man. I don't know what's wrong with my back.
got to get you a massage, man.
Yeah, man. I think I
Got to
hit
get you on the Groupon.
go hit my chiropractor up. I got one of these little things on my seat that like presses the lower back end, but it ain't.
All right, guys, let's see if that big order can show up on the bats again. I saw 100,000 shares order on bats. I'm looking for that order to show up again. That order would push things up for me. What I like is the stocks holding higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We want to see this continue in this trend.
Vinny says a guy on Reddit made a Forex algorithm that would just do the opposite of signal providers, and he made good money. Exactly.
I'm sure.
I mean,
sure.
like I said, there's so many people that are front loading onto positions, and that's what new traders don't understand. Like, new traders might get involved to be like, well, here's the issue, is that new traders think that they need somebody to give them stock picks. They think that they need that, when really you spend a few months learning, you can make your own stock picks. Not stock picks, but you can make your own, judgment in the market, and you don't need somebody to do that. And like I said, it's just one of the worst forms of like trading, that there is that, like I said, people are just front loading on low float stocks a lot of the time, pumping them up to all of their followers and then profiting from it, leaving half of their followers holding that bag. The other half might be profitable, but the other half is going to be holding that bag of losing positions, and that's how they're making money,
Yeah,
Cough, Jason Bond. Cough.
One thing that I always like to put out there, guys, is if you don't know the price of the person that's in the alert, like you actually see their account and you actually see that's the price, I would never believe an alert.
Yeah.
At least with me, guys, you guys see that I'm in this trade. You guys see my average. I can't lie about that. I'm stuck regardless. Win or lose, I hold to my wrist. So at this point, guys, I trade it.
Right. It is what it is. You're in the trade. You follow your plan.
That's called
what we
reality,
teach.
guys. And I'm giving you guys the price I'm at, not just hey guys, we'll take this up here at 60, 80s. Right. Why would I tell you guys that? Why would I want you guys to have a worse price than I do?
The worst
I want
ones.
you guys to have a better price.
The worst ones are the ones that are pumping up like terrible penny stocks. Like this stock might be like 5 cents. They're telling everybody it's going to be the next Tesla. They're telling everybody it's going to be the next Microsoft. And so naive traders are saying, oh, this is going to be the next Microsoft. I'm buying this stock, right? When really it's just a terrible company. And they're just banking off of the slight surge in price. They're selling into all of their buyers' strength. And then they're just getting out. Low floaters is what they typically target. And it is what it is, man. Like I said, you gotta learn to avoid that nonsense in the market, and that's a huge sector of the market where and it gets to the point where it's like some people have spent so much money following those people that they will defend them until death. They will never acknowledge that they got ripped off, and if you say a bad word about them, they're just gonna, oh, that's not true. This person gave me the best course ever, and it's just kind of like, dude, get out of here.
All right, guys, here at the pressure point. So this stock keeps wanting to break out, but not breaking out. Need to hold to 70 here. 69 showing up, about to get out. Can't let it crack the 69 here. If it cracks 69, we just get out. Out. Not gonna fight it, guys. Save myself that penny. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me, guys. 2 trades today, guys. 2 trades going down. Took 2 trades on AMAT here, guys. An attempt over here. An attempt over here. Didn't get the move. And that's how it happens sometimes, guys. The only thing you can do is hold to your limits, and we'll be back tomorrow to keep trading. I'm not going to continue pushing into today. If we're not seeing the action that we need to see, we're not seeing the price action patterns match, take a step out, come back in, and look to tackle down tomorrow, guys.
Yep.
All right, that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today. You guys see me, hey, first red day, but controlled. Real key, guys, is going to continue to come in with the same approach. If you guys haven't already, definitely check out the video on my trading approaches and how I'm taking this. This was going to be a flag play for the breakout. If you actually saw in a 5-minute, we looked like we were holding pretty well there, like we were going to get a spurt of energy there, but we didn't get it. I held down towards that 70 as we kept getting lower highs and stopped out there. Maybe could give myself a little bit more room to 66, but I'm going to hold the tight in the afternoon, more risk in the early part of the days when I take smaller share size. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today and probably for us as a whole. Definitely check out TradeNet, guys. This is how I'm able to trade today with $28 and only taking 2 trades. So I'm going to have about $6 in commission here. So only really be down $34 on the account. That's more than perfect for me. By having no PDT and low commissions, letting me trade the strategies that I want to trade, whether it be VWAP bounce, VWAP fades, we have the VWAP fake out, we have bull flags and bull patterns that we're going to be trading on this account. So definitely stick with us every single day as we build this account. And if you guys want to go ahead and get an intro, check out that right there, that link. And if you guys could make your own kind of assessment, like always, guys, we mentioned we're biased, we get a commission from you guys, but at the end of the day, what we're doing here, guys, is working through it with you guys and working through the experience. Win or lose, like you saw me, guys, battle through my position here. Yes, there was times when I wanted to get in, get out, but at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to hold to my limit. I'm going to show you guys that what we want to do is take the approach of understanding risk management first, then attacking how you can actually make that profit. Because if we can't understand risk management to begin with, we can't get that mathematical advantage that we're all looking for and the edge that we need in the market.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And I think the intro package gives you a lot of benefits. Of course, we're biased, but I think new traders can day trade short stocks very cheap, less than $400, and I think that makes sense for new traders. It just saves them money. It saves them from risking thousands and then losing their account like most new traders do. And so I think if I think it just makes sense. I am in BAC right now with 500 shares. We'll see what happens with it. It might seem like a huge position, but it's actually not relative to the actual range of the stock. It's actually a very small position. I might be risking like $25 in this one. And so we'll give it a chance, and hopefully it rips up here for a VWAP bounce. I do like this 97 support level, very easy support level, so maybe I'll hold to that. And, ideally I'm looking for 07, 08 as my reward target. So not a bad risk reward, but we'll give it a chance and see. That's kind of what I'm doing right now.
All right, trader, that's going to do it for us, guys. We'll keep working on our system. Definitely stick around with us. We'll probably mention stuff in the Discord. If you guys want to get in the Discord, we'll put that last link up. And if you guys like these scanners that you guys see, don't forget, Trade Ideas actually allows us to do this for free, guys. These are alert scanners and strategy scanners that you guys can adjust. They're completely customizable. You see, we have one for the VWAP fade. We have one for a high day momentum scanner. We have new daily highs.
Oh wait.
What I really like about TradeNet is really the speed that we get. This is the free, so we have to put a slight delay for you guys. If not, Trade Ideas wouldn't let us do this because there's such a great service. But really, if you guys want to get that incredible speed alerts, this is where you guys should look at. You guys should look at Trade Ideas so that you guys can get that speed that you're looking for on the alerts and scanners.
Yeah, I thought the sale was today. Let me see if I have a different link that might be able to get you the sale. Hold on. I thought the sale was today. Let me see.
It's definitely coming up. If it's not today, you should see it in the next couple days.
No, see, I don't see it yet. Typically, the sale, I thought it started today. It might be starting today. Like I said, if you want to know about when the sale starts, I'll post this Discord link, and I'll end up posting it in the Discord once I find that out. Here's the link to the Discord as well, if you guys want to check that out. I know it's starting the next day or two, I'll say that.
Also, we do have a connection in the Discord that you guys can reach out to.
Yeah, you can reach out to Allison in there. She'll help you out. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate the love, appreciate the support. I'll let you guys know how BAC goes in the Discord. And yeah, wish me luck, guys. We'll see if we can turn the day around. Like I said, I was down $140. And so now I'm down 17. We'll see if we can turn it around today, and I'll update you all on that.
All right, guys. Before we get out of here, guys, if you could do us a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe and bell. The bell will give you a chance to get you alerted as soon as we come on. I know a lot of traders are trying to work their morning news out. We definitely go through upgrades, earnings, top news, and the top gappers of the day in the morning. So hit that bell at the bottom. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow as we continue trading and continue working on our process.
Yes, sir. Later, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you all tomorroh. Later,
Take care, traders.